No. Yes.
We're live.
No. No.
Welcome in, everybody.
No. I refuse. I won't do it.
You will.
Chris, I won't.
I'm going to help you, Jason.
You're not.
I'm
If you
determined
literally
to.
go to your desk and get my cups, I'm going to...
I have not touched your cups. I have not. I'm thinking Ryan might have some of his own that I'm going to steal from him.
Why would he bring his own?
Why would he bring his own? I don't know if he has. That's why I'm going to go look.
He stole mine.
No, we don't steal from you. I'm going to go look. Give me 1 second.
What's going on, everybody?
Entertain the people.
Entertain the people, he says. Hi. I don't have a top hat, so I'm pretending. That's what this is. That was me entertaining the people. Hi. Hi. Today we got to figure out, we got to paint some teeth. I want to get some contrast in the mouth, so we're going to paint some teeth. Holy teeth, hell. What are we going to paint the teeth? There's a lot of them. I'm thinking a good like orange brown base for them, maybe. Dark orange brown base. For toofs. I could also paint them black, but black teeth are tough because they don't provide the contrast that you need, but they look cool. Black teeth can look cool. But they don't provide a lot of contrast. Unless you're painting like a white mouth, which never happens, so. I'm not real sure. Chris is trying to help out and go find mixing cups, because a lot of what I need to do needs mixing cups. And for some reason, we're out. If you're here yesterday, I'm like, what happened to all my mixing cups? But it might be that I'm hallucinating and we didn't ever order any new ones in. Which will kind of suck if that's the case. I wonder if I can get them in by tomorrow. If not, I have a bunch at home. And that's me being stupid. I forgot to bring them from home. Hope everybody's doing well on whatever today is. Today, Wednesday? Holy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, Chris.
It is. It is. Welcome in, everybody.
This is where Chris says it feels like a Monday.
It does.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Stop. It doesn't. I don't know what your Mondays feel like that every day feels like it, but it's kind of like everything tastes like chicken or chicken tastes like everything.
That's one way of putting it.
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm doing great. Mondays aren't bad. Mondays are a start of the new week. And everybody's
Is that what you
happy.
look at it? Monday is like the phoenix from the ashes for you?
It is.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with a Monday.
It's just you always say it like, oh, it's Monday.
Oh, it is a Monday.
What? The
Welcome in, everybody. Sorry.
that doesn't
Jason,
work.
I found you cups. Not the cups you need, but I found mixing cups for you.
But I don't understand.
I found these cups. They're not your normal cups, but they're mixing cups.
Which cups?
These cups. The ones you have.
Well, that's the one I got.
I found more.
Well, there was a whole bunch of them in there.
I know. We have hope. There's hope, Jason.
I've decided not to use them.
What? Within this time between now and then?
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm going to do other things.
Okay.
I've already determined.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Welcome in, everybody. Who do we have? Wad? Supa Dupa? Call me tight, but I was plastic mixing cups out. Stan, go get some more. How's it going, Chai Cat? I'm here. Where are you, chat? That's my question for you today. Shadowcat and T. Schmid, let me call out those subs. 82 months? That's a long time, T. Schmid. A very long time.
I don't think they're telling us the truth.
Jason,
They're
I think
making
they
stuff
are.
up. What is it with the little bugs?
The little bugs?
Yeah, the mayflies this time of year. I keep bitching
dude.
about it. They're everywhere, dude.
Shoe fly, don't bother me. Great
Yeah.
song. Oh,
Don't do that.
there it is. That's better. Looks like Jason's painting some teeth.
There's only a few of them, so this won't take very long.
There's not many. You'd think in the well, there's a lot. Let me see if I can guess this color.
Can you?
Caramel brown,
Nope.
dark orange brown.
Yep.
Second one.
He was listening.
I actually wasn't. How was I listening?
He says he's always here, and that proves it.
No.
You say you're always
I was just
watching.
looking at this color the other day in my collection. Oh, it does have a lot of teeth. That is a lot of teeth. I don't know what to tell you, chat. That Chai Cat, what is going on? Week is going well so far. Nice. Jason's going to be doing
Teeth.
today. It's kind of a different form of non-metallic metal. You know? It's teeth.
It's teeth.
No, it's teeth, Jason. Teeth.
This is not an orc. This is teeth.
No, this is teeth. Gilborn says, do you guys have large-sized hats available? One size fits all. Don't fit my dome piece. I have a pretty big head, Gilborn.
Currently, we're not selling any apparel. We are redoing a lot of designs and trying to get a better... Well, really what happened is since we moved to the other building, all of the apparel, the t-shirt making device is still here in this building.
That's a good point.
And so until they get... We have construction going on over at the new building right now this week, and they hope that by midweek next week, all the new offices are built out over there. And one of those gives us the ability to move all of the apparel machinery from here to there. And then we'll start looking at getting clothes back on. We got some new designs we want to do too. So
from here to there, and we will get it back. Okay, there he is. I fixed my... Scorched Earth,
there and back again, as we like to say.
Oh, I see what you did there. Little foreshadowing for an upcoming project.
A big Bilbo.
The big Bilbo. Big Bilbo.
Ain't nobody got time for small Bilbo.
I think you could do small Bilbo really well, though.
I'm not interested in small Bilbo. I want big Bilbo.
Can you do a shirt that has...
Just the truth.
With the no paint icons on the back? Yeah, Double T. Of course we can. We can do anything your heart desires. Within parameters. With limitations.
Without violating terms of conduct.
I hear Jason's finishing Smog with the DA 400. Probably not. Not going to get your hopes up. Doesn't sound like something that's going to happen. November.
That's Chris's model to fix. I cannot tell you.
I painted that thing. Not fixed.
Fixed.
Finish.
Fixed.
We got it.
It has a lot of broken bits.
Oh, yes. I do have to glue on some other stuff. That thing is finicky, chat.
The fingers on the wings are a horrible design.
I don't know how you can travel.
That's traditional old Forge World nonsense right there is what that is.
Yeah. I don't know how to travel with that thing. It's actually very delicate.
Chris didn't have to live through the ages of original Forge World nonsense. Be very thankful you started the hobby later.
Double T, non-metallic Chris. Next week, we're going to be doing that. And by next week, I mean 2054. I have abandoned you.
I knew it.
I've decided to just tell you no, chat. That's what I'm deciding now. No! How about no? Now we'll do it. we have the challenge review today, and there was a lot of challenge reviews. Jason,
It's going to be an
48.
exciting and interesting time
we have 48.
teaching him to do non-metallic.
It's gonna be fun.
Exciting and interesting times we live in, chat.
I just don't know if Jason, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm excited. I'm very excited for Jason.
For me?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a great time.
Teaching you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think you're gonna love it.
have
I
you
think you're
met
gonna-
you?
I think you're gonna love every minute of it.
Have you met you?
I won't let you do this to me.
Do what?
This nonsense.
Oh.
I won't. I think you're gonna love
So,
it.
Chad, I'm going to kick the stream off right today.
Yes, you are.
I learned something from human resources today.
From human resources, my
Yeah.
arch nemesis.
Yes.
You can't do this, Chris. You can't do that. Hoobity hoobity hoo. I like to backstab people on their 4th day here.
Might have been her first day.
We were in a meeting. I remember it vividly like it was the night cold before the dawn. What did you learn, Jason?
A night cold?
I was just being poetic. What did you learn?
All right.
All right.
So, there are protected classes in the hiring and firing world, the personnel employee world. Protected classes that you cannot
Oh, am I protected?
discriminate against.
Okay.
Guess what one of those protected classes is, chat? Any HR professionals in here? Anybody see where this is going?
I could think of many.
Many places it's going?
No, I just know many things of the sort of what you're saying. Different classes of
Old people. Wake
Oh.
Titan.
Wow.
People over 40.
Well,
Age.
Well.
I am a member of a protected class. I did not know this.
You are?
Yep.
Darn it.
And so guess what you have been doing all these years, Christopher?
What's that?
You know how they joke about elder abuse?
Yeah.
Oh, it just got bad for you.
Oh,
Because now it's real.
okay.
He says, okay.
But Jason,
That might be the best answer I've ever heard. Okay.
Jason, little do you forget, I'm 93.
No,
So
Spotify is not going to hold up in court calling you 93.
I'm
That's a
very
good joke
protected.
and a great way to poke fun at you. I am provably a
What?
protected class.
No! What does that mean for me?
Life just got really odd for Christopher.
No,
He
that's
now
fine.
has to watch
Prove
how he
it.
treats me.
Oh my gosh.
Or HR,
Dance.
Ellie herself,
Sing.
will
No.
have to come in here
Oh, he'll
and
sing.
remind him about sensitivity training. Chris, we're going to send you to sensitivity training.
I'll go.
I'll go.
I'll do it for you, Jason.
I'll go.
I'll go. No more dancing then. I'll make you'll sing. I've
What?
changed my ways. You'll
Oh,
sing.
wait a minute. That's not what they are teaching you in sensitivity training.
You'll
is
sing.
To sit there and go, oh, you'll dance, monkey.
Mandatory Cannibal says Mr. Sushi needs mandatory sensitive training. Loads of it. No.
Yep. See?
Jason is he is a youngin. He is a little bell sprout. I don't know what else to say. You're a young man, boy.
I'm a spry young man.
There you go.
There you go. It's not working,
yeah.
though. So, you,
You,
life just got really different
That
for
was all-
Chris
that was
in one
the-
fell swoop.
the deep you.
The legality of it all came rushing in.
What does that mean for me?
Well, you have a meeting with Ellie tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
I replied maybe on my Google Calendar. So
Maybe.
I'm gonna just start.
Tentative, I think
know
that's
what?
called.
I'm
Is
doing
it
that.
yes, tentative, or no?
I'm doing that for everything going forward.
I love
Tentative.
it. Tentative.
Question mark?
Tentative. He's like, I need more information before I commit
what?
myself to this.
Jason, I'm gonna do that. Maybe. Tentative. Oh, you need a 15-minute with me? Tentative. Maybe. I don't abuse Jason. I take care of him. He takes care of me because I'm older than him.
Oh, here
It's
we
a
go.
symbiotic relationship.
Here we go.
Hey, and speaking of symbiotic relationships,
Won't do it.
we will be doing the January challenge today. Jason,
What does that have to do with symbiotic relationships?
I don't know. We're here. They're there. Chat wants to know when we're doing it. Chat. We have 48, Jason. A lot of you did this.
Entries?
This month. Yes.
That's a lot.
There is a lot. You're going to have to...
We're normally in the 30s.
What's that?
We're normally only in the 30s.
Sometimes the 20s. I think everybody has...
I like it.
I think so.
I like it when the people rise to the occasion.
I mean, if you're into that sort of thing.
Pick up the torch. Run that race, chat.
Now, I think Jason is going to go sit over at the table and do this. And then you guys can all see what we have to deal with in my present situation of the studio.
So I told him, I said, Chris, we should probably move the pile of shame. And he said, no, I want everybody to see your shame.
No, literally the opposite. Literally the opposite. I said, hey, do you just want to do it standing today? And you're like, no, make them look at my shame. It's literally how the conversation was like, no, we should probably keep my pile of shame there. I gave you a better angle, so you're not looking like you're buried. But there's a lot of plastic in this room.
There is a lot of plastic in this room.
There's a lot of models. I've started to put little sticky notes on the ones I've built for Jason. I'm dating them. And not dating them. I barely know them. Sorry, I only get one of those.
Chris, do you pay on the first date?
Absolutely.
Do you hold the door?
I do.
Okay.
I'm a gentleman and
Just
a scholar.
Just checking.
Hey, you want to come up to the old western part of Arizona?
He does live in the ye old western part of Arizona. It's actually really cool up there.
It's very fun.
I was surprised at how cool it was.
It's a good place.
If you're into that sort of thing.
I invited Jason over, but he's like, I wouldn't go there.
Nope. I still won't go to your house.
No. I was going to invite Jason, but I was actually deep cleaning when you were up there. I'm like, darn it.
I feel like going to Chris's house is like a...
it's like going to
there's certain
Narnia.
things you just don't want to know about people.
Yeah, that's probably best.
You know? Like, does he let the toilet paper waterfall off, or does he go the reverse waterfall like an insane person?
No, I'm a waterfaller.
Okay.
I have bidets too, Jason.
You have bidets?
I do.
Oh, nasty.
I think you'd like it. Campbell's saying, do you have any update on the painting competition you're doing at Adepticon?
What kind of update do you want? What information you're looking for, and I will give it to you. Ask your questions.
We were
I will
talking about
give you answers. I just wrote a bunch of them down because Chris is capturing all that for an announcement later this week.
Yep.
So by the end of the week, you will have more information. But feel free to ask now. I can ask. I answered a bunch of questions yesterday.
Yep.
We will continue to do so today.
It is more of a celebration, correct?
Yeah. This is the Minis as Art celebration at Adepticon. The Monument Hobbies booth. Big old booth.
Yeah.
That we're doing this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come on by. Partake in the awesomeness.
Yep. What about rules? What kind of models, etc.? What can people submit, Jason?
You can submit up to 2 entries.
Okay. Is
where we have it right now. Because we want to control this first year, right?
Yeah.
And make it simple. Single figure only. Nothing over 105 millimeter is where we're trying to keep it to. So we want busts and standard gaming figures. This guy would not really pass. I might open it up to monsters. I haven't. Once we go through this, I might change that. But right now I'm kind of wanting it to be more smaller minis.
Yeah.
But we might open it up to single figures on bases up to 90 millimeters or something.
Okay.
That language is not 100%. But it's single figure only, no dioramas, no squads, none of that. It's single figure only this year, with the reason being, like I said, we're keeping it very simple. This is not the full-blown competition. This is the primer, right? The teaser, because we don't have enough time leading into Adepticon to do the full-blown thing. I just don't think it's fair to people to give them 2 months.
Yeah.
of run up to do something where we're going to do big cash prizes and a full cup presentation and the whole nine. So this will be a good way to meet and greet with all of the judges. They'll all be there. Just off, Lucas Zaba, myself, Dan Osborne, lots of other painters involved. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mally from Europe, our European office, will be there. Jordan will be there. A lot of us having a lot of fun. You'll be able to come and talk to artists that you know and love, or that you don't know but would love if you talk to them.
Yeah.
Get live demos in the booth, and then the competition will be running the whole time. You'll have to have your models in by noon on Saturday. Is the drop dead date. So make sure you're in by noon on Saturday. 2 models. We will be having tons of great prizes. Funny stuff. We'll be doing all sorts of crazy things. I think we've talked about like the best use of the color blue.
Yeah.
We're just going to be having fun as judges, picking like the way that I presented it is kind of the love at first sight judging mentality, I call it. What models speak to us immediately as you look at them?
Yeah.
So bring, your A game on presentation, basically. Imagine going to a dinner where, the plating is how you're judged. I want to see really amazing models that are fun and make me want to pick it up and look at all the cool stuff you've done.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to be looking for as a judging group. And we will have lots of prizes.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised if, half of the field wins something. Who knows? But again, this year is for fun. We will have all the rules and stuff started to be lined out where you can get more information on next year's Monster Cup Challenge. The Minis as Art Cup we will have on display. So the trophy will be there. You can see it and compete for next year to get your name all over it. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Super Duper's saying, actually, Big Daddy's saying single figures or busts. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
Super Duper says, will there be a judging rubric?
No. Not as such. We will, as judges, when you see the language, it'll make more sense. Think of this as kind of one of our monthly challenges where we haven't given you the rules. It's just an open challenge for this first year. While we get you introduced to all the judges, you'll be able to talk to the judges and bring pieces and get feedback for what the competition next year will be like so that you can start your planning for your piece. It will be huge.
Egdron says, vehicles, ?
This year, I don't know. It's hard because I don't want anything that takes up an entire shelf. I don't want Titans and crap this year as we get used to the sizing and all that. So I'm reluctant to say vehicles. I've been saying only single figures, and then we'll limit the size on the single figures is my goal.
Gotcha. Hey, if you can't make it to Adepticon, what do we do, Jason?
Well, we also are running a challenge in pairing with our good friends over at The Base Layer, thebaselayer.com. Maybe Chris can throw the link in chat.
I'm going to throw the challenge up there right now for all of you.
You can go to The Base Layer if you're not planning on attending Adepticon, or if you just want to throw more models in. If you have more than more and you want to put, it is also the same thing, single figure only. Same rules. That one will be judged on, again, wow factor and some really cool stuff there. It'll be judged by the same judges. We'll be doing that after Adepticon.
Yep.
Like the first week or two in April, we'll announce all the winners on that one. But there will be prizes in that one for gift certificates to the site.
And what was the size limit, Gilborn says?
Right now, I'm saying 105 millimeter.
Well,
in height, but I'm probably going to change to single figure 90 mil base.
Well, and Wad's saying 105 would mean the framables aren't allowed. I measured it, and it's 150 millimeter.
Yeah, so maybe we do 150 so that the framables are in.
And all this also, by the way, when we have our announcement this week, this will all be finalized for you guys. So you'll be able to read all of everything, essentially.
The goal is that it's fun. This is a very casual approach. There'll be a big cash prize for judges pick.
Yep.
The top judges pick, where all the judges get together and choose from their favorites which one should move forward. That will not get its name on the cup. That's not what this year is about.
It's going to be a very fun challenge.
Yeah, but
Or
we're
a
going to
very
do all
fun,
sorts of really wacky
celebration.
and crazy awards, and we're really going to start picking them based on the models you guys present us.
Yeah.
So we don't know what all the categories and prizes are going to be until we see the models is the best way to tell you. And I know that's very non-traditional, but for this first year, just having a lot of fun with it, we're going to plan to give out way more prizes than any year in the future.
Yeah.
And we're really looking for you guys and gals to go nuts. Present us with some cool stuff. You might get just an award for Holy Hell. This is the Holy Hell Award. Like, what in the world is this? The golden question mark award. Like, what in the world were you thinking when you painted this kind of stuff? So we're going to do really fun.
Super Duper John's asking, do metallics airbrush well? Or will the mica clog the brush too much?
They airbrush okay. They tend to speckle more so than other paints because of the flake. But they will airbrush well. You can do it.
Yes, and it'll be at Adepticon. And if you can't make it, there is also our base partnered with Base Layer over here. Blam. That is the online version, essentially. But yes, again, we will make sure we announce all of this, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, you're not missing information right now. We haven't given it all out. It'll come out this week and continue to come out through February with more details as we refine stuff and get it going. But we'll have all the about who all's going to be there at the booth. You're going to have Kenny from Next Level Painting just agreed to be there to do a demo, I hope, on Friday.
Nice.
As he's going to get with the coaching team, and they're going to line out a date there. So we'll have people like Kenny, but myself, lots of other artists will be performing live demos where you can come and sit at a table and walk through a demo and paint with us and ask questions. Short form tutorial kind of demos. Think of them as primers to the wider world of painting classes. So it might be a good way for you to see if like painting classes might be cool to take.
Mm-hmm.
You can come up and get some good questions. Then you can bring your models that you might be entering in other contests and get good feedback from some of the top painters in the world. They can let you know techniques you might want to look at, things you might want to change as you're going into more and more of a competitive mindset with your painting. So lots of good stuff to learn. I think Lucas Zaba has said that he would even do some hand sculpting in there and answer questions about how he does all of his sculpting. Some fun stuff with that.
Yeah. Hey, November, thank you so much. 6 months.
It's going to be a hell of a time.
We're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited. I love taking pictures and videoing all your guys' stuff. I'm very excited for it. It's just a celebration. That's what's going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll be taking professional photography of all of the miniatures that get entered. So that'll be really cool. You pop out just a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Why does no, I see you. What are you talking about, Tribe the Demon? Call of Duty. I'm painting Merman from He-Man. What color would I use as a base for yellow armor? The armor was formed from the coral reef, so it's not traditional armor.
But you want it yellow?
I love Merman. A fun one.
I think deep reds and oranges would be really good for that, for the kind of coral feel, even though, you know, it wouldn't be in a coral color at the end if you're doing it yellow, unless there's a yellow coral. I don't know anything about coral. We had this discussion the other day. I don't know what coral looks like. But I think I would go with oranges, like burnt orange is really great underneath yellows. Reds can be really great underneath yellows, but they want to move a little bit more towards orange, I think. Gives you a better look overall.
Carl Duty says, yes, yellow.
Yeah, then I think oranges. Burnt orange, burnt sienna, things like that. You can go burnt sienna into burnt orange. You can go multiple layers in your oranges before you move to your yellows, then into warm yellow, and then, you know, golden yellow, bismuth yellow, however bright you want to go with it.
I'm going to zoom in.
Some of the colors that work really great as a base for yellow are, of course, oranges. Reds like mahogany, greens, yellow greens work really great.
Mm-hmm. Awkward says, can't wait to drop some off to y'all. So cool in person. Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun. Awkward can't wait to see what you bring.
It'll be fun.
Keep an eye out on socials this weekend when I post all of that information. And we'll let you know.
Oh, this hair on this thing.
Carl Duty, absolutely. I'm bringing up the, 48 of you guys did the challenge. Super exciting. Campbell says, I have a bust I really want to enter, but the bust itself, without considering base plinth, is about 100 millimeters tall. Is that too big?
No, I think it's fine. Like you said, we want to be able to get the frameables in there, and they're 150, so we'll
Yeah.
probably do 150.
That would be really cool. Oh,
all right.
So what's this, Jason?
This is the February challenge.
Yes, right.
The February challenge is Army Men.
Yeah.
So
Those things are
they're horrible. They're horrible,
they're
and yet
great. What are you
so
talking about?
great at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do the sergeant
Yeah. Okay.
and either grenade guy or
Grenade guy.
or shooting guy. I really like shooting guy too, so I could have the rifleman.
Yeah, you could have the
Right?
rifleman. Okay.
and the sergeant or lieutenant guy.
That'll be fun.
Which is that a hand?
I don't know, dude.
It's like a blob of plastic.
It's a hand.
These things are awful and yet great at the same time. So this is the challenge, right? And you can go, and I bought these for $5 on Amazon, and I got a bag of 50. Right? And they have all sorts of them, but these are the ones that reminded me of my childhood the most.
Yeah.
Ooh, I also like guy with undescribable, is that even a weapon, in his hand.
It's something. Looks like his hand.
And a grenade.
Looks like something.
Nade guy's good. There's also crouching rifle guy.
Yes, you are. Wake Titan's asking, are we allowed to clean up the mold lines?
Yeah, I would say you probably want to. Yes, they're horrible. It's
No.
not mold lines. It's the whole separation slip gap thing, right?
Yeah.
It got really serious. But they actually, believe it or not, they clean up really well.
Yeah.
They're not, these at least are not super rubbery.
Right.
So I tested them already. I can scrape the
mold lines off.
the flash and all that crap off of them pretty easily. It doesn't pill up too bad. It does a little bit around like the details. Who are we kidding? Details.
Hey, I was just about to say.
Where we're going, you don't need details.
I think you'll be
This
fine.
is going to be fun. And the reason I like this challenge is because it really lets you play with the fact that there is crappy lack of detail on these models.
Sure.
And so your paintbrush has to add all that on, right? You have to be better with the brush than ever before to make the things that you know are on this model appear like they're on the model, because the model's not doing you any favors.
Yeah.
None of them. None of these green army men, unless you find, I don't want to see anybody with a 3D print of a highly detailed green army man representation. I want you painting these crappy rubber ones.
Are you able to do multiple in a scene or once?
Yeah, you can do multiples. I'm going to paint probably 2 or 3. I like all 3 of these. So
there you go.
I'll probably paint those 3. We'll do sergeant, grenade, and rifle guy.
It's practically a freehand challenge.
Oh, it is basically freehanding the whole model. It's like painting on a blank canvas and making it look like it means something.
Hey,
have fun. Good luck.
It'll be a good
Don't
time.
die.
There you go. November says, something I've been trying to wrap my head around because I haven't really used any speed paints of any brand. How do the physical properties of the special sauce differ from something like the transparent line?
Okay. So
great question.
A lot of it has to do with what is, because here's the reality of paint of all kinds. What is it trying to accomplish? Because you're going to alter the medium or the base that the paint resides in based on the job it's trying to do. Okay? So ask yourself, what is a transparent paint trying to do? A transparent paint is trying to deliver full coverage of a vibrant paint that you can see through. That's it. That's all it does. Out of the bottle, that's all it's trying to do. So it's a see-through single pigment version of paint that is meant to literally just give you full coverage. It stays where you put it. It doesn't act like a wash, right? It acts like a normal paint. You can just see through it. That's all they are. Hence the name transparency. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, now start thinking about, okay, well, what do you use a wash for? What's it in our traditional sense in the modeling world? What is a wash for? A wash is to apply a less opaque color of paint. So they share that, right? Transparents, washes, speed paints, they all want to be less opaque. They're filters, okay? The transparent is a heavy filter if you don't thin it. Typically, you're going to want to thin it down. But they all share that that lowered opacity. That's really where the similarities stop. Washes have a chemical component that wants to pull most of the pigment through greater surface tension into low spots. So the gravity does the work. You paint it on, and then gravity pulls the wetness down into recesses, and all of the pigment goes with it. And so you don't get much staining power, or tint strength, we call it, T-I-N-T. So you don't get much tint strength on the surfaces where the paint moves across, the high surfaces, because gravity pulls the pigment to the low surfaces, and you get much more buildup there. You get a little bit of staining across those other surfaces, but not a ton. Speed paints then elevate that and say we want heavy surface tint and staining while also pulling pigment into recesses. So it's like you have regular paint that wants to have high tint strength on every surface, washes that want low tint strength on most surfaces and high tint strength in the recesses to act as shades, and then the speed paint wants to do both things, right? And so that's where the difference is. And transparents are just normal paints. You can just see through them. They share the lack of opacity with the others. But that's it. That's all you need to know. And then other things like, if you talk about airbrush paints, well, airbrush paints want to flow through an airbrush. So they have chemical components in them that, like flow improver aspects, that will make them flow through an airbrush better, right? Maybe they're lower viscosity, so they feel thinner, right? So think about it, like, what is the paint type? That's why you can't just go out and buy the color you like. You have to say, what kind of paint is this? What's it trying to do? Right? That's why I make the analogy of a lot of hobby paint brands and house paint. Because house paint is built for what? It's built for giving high coverage, great color. That's it. End of story. House paint is not made for anything other than great coverage and great color matching. That's it. Period. It stops. End of story. It's not made for mixing. It's not made for getting ultra creative with. It's not built for that, so it doesn't include the components that make that easy. It actually works against you. Like if you were to go to Home Depot and buy 5 gallons of paint and want to mix them together, good luck. You're going to get gray real quick, because that's not what those paints are built for. And unfortunately, that's the way a lot of paints are made, even in the art world, because it's made by companies that don't really make the paint for art, other than single coat coverage of color. Right? Even the Cracker Barrel, or not Cracker Barrel, Apple Barrel, the Cracker Barrel paints. Cracker Barrel. Are made for single coat, single color coverage. They're not made to get real crazy with. Can you? Sure, you can stretch paints to do things they weren't made for. A lot of artists do. A lot of artists throw house paint through airplane engines to make art. Whatever. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff with paint that it wasn't built for. But knowing what it was built for will help you figure out how to use it for the thing you have in mind.
No, Brent, we don't eat the paint, though.
No paint is made for food that I'm aware of.
What does the heavy white want to do? ?
Heavy white is for tip loading. We showed that yesterday. We had the same question yesterday. I feel like sometimes these people ask the question and then they leave.
Don't leave.
The same people coming back.
Don't leave.
Because it's funny when we get day to day the same questions in the same order.
Here it is.
The heavy white and the heavy warm white are higher viscosity, so they're thicker colors. And I'll show you why. Let's just do a loaded brush blend real quick, because this is the easiest way to show you is actually have it in process.
Okay.
So we get a dark color, and you typically tip load with a brighter color. Let's get some Dark Sea Ben, because these are Ben's colors.
I mean, he likes this stuff. It's got his name in it.
So say some Dark Sea Ben and some heavy white. Take some heavy warm white, right? So heavy warm white, just a higher viscosity. It's a very thick paint in between our normal paints and our expert acrylics in thickness, right? And the reason for that is because when you tip load, when you see this process I'm going to show you, okay? So you know how the brush works, right? I get some paint on the brush, I have paint on the brush, and then when I paint with the brush, I get a stroke of color of whatever color I put on the brush.
Right.
Okay, great. So the pigment goes up into the bristles from the paint, right? Now when I want to do tip loading, I still do the same thing. I fill the brush with a color, like so, right? And just the nature of paint being wet, it will draw up in the bristles. So the viscosity of our normal paint allows it to flow up into the bristles, so you get a lot of paint on the brush and you paint for a long time. Now, for tip loading, what you want to do is have a paint that doesn't necessarily flow directly up into the bristles. So I want to get the paint that just sticks at the top. So the heavy whites stick at the top. They don't flow into the bristles. It won't change from what you see right now because it has a bigger viscosity or heavy viscosity. So then when I go, now I can do this deal where I get just the pure heavy warm white, and as I start pressing, it starts to blend with the paint that's in the bristles, and then eventually gets my color out there. I didn't do that very well, but it blends through this stroke, part of the stroke, right? I had too much of the green. So you get it like this, and then you start pressing, and you start getting the blend, and then by eventually it goes away. And now you have a blend from the tip-loaded color through the mid-tone to the dark color. And you can do this, you can, blend in many ways. Some people will take it and they'll do a heavier version of the blend where they'll maybe do a larger panel like this where it starts bright, and then eventually you get rid of all the bright paint and it goes to dark. So you can blend over bigger areas, but it typically starts with a small application of your bright color for like specular highlights, bright spots on a panel where you want just a burst of brightness there, and then immediately start blending it out into the rest of the color on the brush, and eventually just to the darker color on the brush. Okay? But in order to do that, you have to have a paint that when you put it on the tip of the brush does not also just bleed into the bristles, because now you just get the blended color on the brush, and it won't act the same way. So
there you go.
That's why we have those two. And those are both colors that Ben and Matt use with that loaded brush style blending. Right? That's why they exist.
Yeah.
They're in their sets for that reason.
And how do you keep your brush so pointy?
How do you get what?
How do you keep your brush tip so pointy, says Zachary.
Watch the Chase the Tip video that we have. Put that link up there for him, Chris. Show them that link, Chris.
That was a minute ago. Here it is. This one right here. Oh, bam.
Practice what that video shows you, and you'll find how I keep a good point on my brushes. It's all about making sure that you rotate the brush to find the point constantly. If you pay attention, once you hear me say that, you'll watch. And it's hard to see sometimes because you can't tell necessarily when the brush rotates because all the sides look the same. But as I'm painting, I will paint with the point, and as the point flattens out, I'll rotate the brush to get it back to the pointed side. Because when you apply pressure to the brush, it flattens out, right? So let's just do it without paint, right? So I have a nice, let's pop in. I have a nice point right there, right? Like that. You can't ever tell where the camera's looking.
There you go.
Right, like that. So good point. And then I paint for a little bit. And then my point starts to flatten out. But if I rotate it 90 degrees, look at how sharp it gets again, right? You've created a chisel point. And so now I can paint with a very fine point here. And eventually I'll just exaggerate. I press a lot and the point goes away, but then you rotate it and look at that point. So now you've got that chisel point that you can use for fine detail again. Just keep rotating and chasing that. You can go back and forth, side to side. You'll get one that's broad for big lines and one that's thin for thin lines. Use every round-bodied brush you have like that, and you will start running into fewer and fewer hassles, and you'll feel like you have more and more control while you're painting, period.
Shadowcast says, when you're ready for the February challenge, are you okay with terrain and scenery for the submissions? Or do you just want the models? I have a cool
No, you can do
idea.
anything you want to on it. You can put them in a diorama if you want. Do whatever you want. You just have to paint them. I don't want to see like a cool diorama with green models on it. I can see some smart ass doing that, you know. Well, now wait a minute.
Wait a minute. The idea is to paint it up.
Yeah, you got to paint it up.
All right, Jason.
What? Are you telling me I got to go do the thing?
Pretty soon.
Dadgummit, man. Fine. I don't actually get to paint. That's great. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine.
Whoa!
That's fine.
Hey!
That's fine.
Hey!
That's fine. I'm gonna grab a granola bar and I'm leaving.
Okay, I was literally just about to say we'll test it out.
I'm gonna grab a granola bar. I'm leaving. I'm gonna grab this.
Watch your step.
Just don't talk to me that way. His tone, chat.
I don't know what's going on with Jason today. He's.
It's his tone, chat. It's the tone. Who sat in this chair? My mom?
No,
Jen. Probably Jen. Freaking Jen. Oh, this is the chair that has the broken arm. I can't do that.
Use the other chair.
I can't do that. That bugs me.
He has to deal with Chris. Would make anyone grumpy. Thanks, Mo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think I brightened his day.
You brighten my day?
I think so. There's
a lot of.
You got a lot of crap.
We have
over
a lot
there.
of
a lot
stuff.
of good crap.
It's good. We have a lot of models.
We have a lot of
I don't have a room for my drink. Now I have room for my drink. We got Cash and Andor and Jane Erso, the models, the other day.
Yeah.
They're so rad.
All right, here we go.
No, I'm not done talking.
Oh.
These are so good. The K2SO model might be my favorite one.
Jason, what else is around you, by the way?
Way too many models.
Way too many models.
This whole table is just filled with way too many models.
Yeah.
I think he has them arranged by faction, though. You kind of do, don't you?
I think so.
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
I tried to. All right, Jason. It's fresh start today.
There's a lot of stuff here.
I
have to build. If anybody wants to come down here on your vacation and build these Wookiees so that I can beat the crap out of Dallas at Adepticon, we will welcome you. I will buy you pizza and beer. And then while you're at it, you could build Cash and Andor and Jane Erso and the robot, because these are really rad. What does she have on her here? This is weird. Does she have some sort of? I don't know what that thing on her arm is.
My dog ate my queso. K2SO. Your dog ate your K2SO? She was... Oh, wow. All right.
Did she enjoy it?
All right. Are you ready?
And all your Wookiees?
All your Wookiees.
What? Oh, it's a baton. Is it like a lightsaber baton? The art just shows it. It might just be that the background art shows like other laser stuff. But yeah, now I can see that it's a baton. It's just on this, you can't see it, but on the package, it makes it look like it has a lightsaber end coming out of it, and that threw me. I'm like, that's not a thing, is it? After finishing Andor, I'm all about some Andor.
All right. Are we ready, Jason?
Charles Cedric said, if you can find a dog sitter, I'll fly down. You work for Mexican food? Dude, we got you. Bring your dog.
Bring your dog.
You don't even need a dog sitter. Just show up.
Making sure
build models for Mexican food. Win. Nobody could eat that much Mexican food for as many models as we have, Chris.
That is a lot.
That sounds like a good deal.
There's a lot.
All right, Chris is not patient today.
I am not. We have many things to go through. Jason,
I can talk
are you
quick.
ready?
Have you ever met me? Watch, ready, go. Just hit the right key.
Here we go.
Just hit the right key a million times. Just go. All right.
This was
just hit the right.
All about being
Just hit the right
clean.
arrow key 80 times in a row, real quick. I'll go. Yes,
explain
no,
this.
yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes, no, no, more green, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, thanks.
Explain this challenge to those who don't know.
I thought we were just done. I finished it, right?
No, we haven't even started.
Man. So in January, it is the Fresh Start Challenge. It's a new
Fresh
year.
Start Challenge.
New year, new me.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea was to paint cleanly. Throw out all the grimdark nonsense, throw out all the weathering and the garbage that we do on models all the time.
Yep.
And just paint something clean and fresh. How does that Space Marine look when that's just brand new armor? Right. No dings, no dents.
Right.
He's brand new, right? You could do it with any model. That's the nice thing about doing this, and it really is a good challenge because we're so tuned to desaturated colors. What would those colors look like at full saturation, brand new paint? Think of your car when it's dirty versus when it was fresh on the showroom floor and all shiny and brilliant and fell in love with it or whatever. And then you get it out in Arizona and it turns into a rolling pile of dust immediately.
Yep.
Right? That's the kind of feeling I want, is that, freshly cleaned car.
Perfect.
Right?
All right. Here
So
we
that's
go.
what I'll be looking for.
First one, Gilborn.
Holy angel. I like the cloud.
Yeah.
The first thing I see is the cloud.
It's very clean.
The cloud, just because we use very bright coloring, right? He pulled off the clean with the white and the yellow.
Yeah.
On the cotton cloud effect, and coming up out of the clouds, I guess.
Very
flying
clean.
up out of the clouds.
Uh-huh.
The yellow, I'm assuming, is intended as like a sunlight OSL on him.
Like he's bursting through the clouds.
Is that the idea here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Very cool.
I would assume so. It looks like it from over here.
I like it. And it's Angel. Angel's just a great model.
Yeah.
It's such a clean model to paint because it doesn't have any details that interfere with it. The only real detail you have is just muscle tone and feathers. Great model. Is that the official MCP one?
I think so.
I need to paint that. It has wings. I would paint him as a crow.
Okay. It is. Gotcha.
He would be a Marvel character I could have fun with, because I could paint him as like a raven.
Yeah. Right.
I imagine him with like blue-black skin, like Nightcrawler, but with raven wings.
Yeah.
Nah, we're talking. Alt Universe
cool.
Angel incoming. You hear that, AMG? Send me an angel. Send me an
Ask
angel.
Dallas. He'll get it for you.
Huh?
Dallas will get it for you.
We know a guy.
We know a guy.
We know a guy.
All right. Red Xenos.
He's always bitching because we don't paint enough freaking Star Wars.
That's true.
He's fearful I'm not going to have my army done.
You'll have
Little
it.
does he know I'm going to make Chris paint it, and Chris finishes his armies in like 2 nights.
That's not true.
So
Red Xenos.
what's not true? That you finish your armies quickly, or that I'll have you do it?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's not what friends are for, Chris.
Yes.
That's not what friends are for. You always tell me, that's what friends do.
You told me never to sing that again. I
told you to not sing it. I, on the other hand, make the rules.
That's true.
All right, so on this one, the idea of clean, the shiny metal, gives that across, right? The desaturation a little bit on the blue or the red. We've done the kind of cool light from the back, I'm assuming, is why I'm seeing the cloth be blue on, because it's not quartered. It has like blue, what looks like almost bluish highlights on it. So I need to understand that, but I think I like it. It looks really good. The metal looks very nice and shiny, so it's not bogged down in a lot of dirt and gunk, right? And we haven't done a whole lot of overboard texturing with the cloth, where on this model I feel like, because of the way it's molded with the dings and the dents in the armor, you could very well have done this cloth like threadbare, with a lot more like hatching to make it look like it's very loose thread. So just a great job on keeping that nice and tight, because it does give the idea of clean. It also looks like it's an undead because it's got bones.
It does.
It's like an undead knight, like a vampire.
I think it is.
So what we have here is a clean vampire, which I like this more now, because everything on here should be dirty, and yet the red on the shield is nice. The wood beneath the shield is nice. So now now the full picture's coming together as I understand what I'm looking at. Because that arm holding the sword on that first picture, you can see the bones. Can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Like the forearm, the fibia tibia, is that arm?
I think that's what it is.
Or radius ulna. Fibia tibia is leg, radius ulna is arm, right? Yeah, all right, cool.
Nice.
Me likey. Yeah, very nice job.
Maz.
This is that goblin. Is this just one of the normal riders, or is this the boss rider?
I think this is just a normal.
I love their masks.
Boss.
That metal mask is really bitching.
It might be a boss.
Like the HQ for the unit, maybe? Do they do that still in Age of Sigmar?
Squigs are very cool.
Squiggy. Yeah, I like it. Good color. The good contrast on the colors. Again, not a whole lot of weathering and stuff. I think I would have liked to have seen, but this is one of those statements I have to be careful with, because the photo might not be telling the whole story. The red looks a little faded to me, but red is hard to pick up on the camera.
Yeah.
So trust your gut on this one. Don't listen to me. If that red is bright and vibrant, because in the first picture it looks like it could be, and in the third picture it looks like it's very desaturated. So just play with that. On this, you would want really like gumball red on that. So if you're reading, like sitting looking at this miniature in your hand, Mazza, then and it's gumball red, like very vibrant red, then great job.
Yeah.
Great jorb. I think I would have liked to see the metal armor a little bit brighter, but it's a really nice job.
Ooh, sorry.
Wait a minute.
There we go.
Fallen shots, fantastic. This model's cool.
That's very cool.
This model's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, very, very clean, right? The metal, the gold, looks very clean, nice and polished. I like the red collar and the blue coat. There's no weathering, no damage. This is his going out on Saturday night duds. I like it.
I do like this model a lot.
Nobody keeps their squigs that
That's
clean.
right, Game Delay.
That guy does.
This is very clean.
Yeah, these are the going out on Saturday night duds.
I
Or
feel
maybe
like
this is just a Tuesday night. I don't know. I'm not judging.
He could be fancy at Tuesday.
He could be fancy, and this is just Tuesday night. I dig it. Yeah, very good. Still, so the hard thing when painting things in what I'm calling clean is maintaining contrast without dirt look, right?
Yeah.
Because we're so used to desaturated colors and going from dark desaturated colors to brighter highlights of those that are more desaturated with whitish colors, white, blue, things like that. And so by going through that, you get something that makes it feel a little used, right? And this is a great way to do that. You still have good highlights on the blue, good darkness on the blue, but it all looks brand new. Same with the gold. I've got good shadows on the gold, nice red, where the red collar is reflecting on the face on his right cheek.
Yeah.
Our left. Yeah, great stuff.
Very cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
A clean night.
I like it. Yep. Again, just solid use of color. I think on the leather, what's happened on the leather is when you do is exactly what I'm talking about. You do that triad coloration, dark brown, mid brown, light brown, and the light brown it looks like it might be dry brushed.
Yeah.
The dry brush has its own weathering in the technique. If this isn't dry brush, same thing. Your brush stroke is making it look a little choppy on there, and so it makes it look a little bit dirtier just by its nature of bringing that texture onto it.
Yeah.
But the colors themselves are doing a great job. That red sash looks really good. The white cloth is brilliant. No dirt. Still gives me some contrast in the folds. And all the chain looks fantastic. Great job. This is probably a pretty small mini, too.
I think so. It looks kind of like the Black Knight from Monty Python.
It looks like those little Victrix models I'm painting.
Commando Ken.
Alrighty. I like the brown Space Marine armor.
It's a very cool choice.
Brown is a very hard color to pull off and make look clean. Same problem that we see in the leather on the other model.
Yeah.
Choosing brown as a color for clean is it's a bold move, Cotton. Because brown, the brain and the eye see brown and immediately think of what?
Dirt. Yeah.
Earth tones and dirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so doing brown or if this is a metallic or it's kind of a glossy, but it's the brownish tones are really cool. But the shine, now you have to look at the contrast in the shine, and so the satin or gloss paint that we have on here makes it look fresh off the showroom floor. So again, they make brown trucks and they still look good clean.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
But brown is never a color that jumps off the page at you because, number one, it's always going to be more of a desaturated feeling color because of that representation of dirt and earth.
Yeah.
And isn't something that you're not going to see like brown dresses at the ball, right? Because it just doesn't work
very often.
Just doesn't work. And that's why we tend to get more of that emotional attachment to the reds, the greens, the blues, the yellows, those bright, vibrant colors.
Yeah.
And it's why brown isn't on the color wheel as a color, right?
That's true.
But I love it. I love the fact that the shine, you've used the gloss of the paint here effectively to make it look like it's new and shiny or that kind of wet look and not spend a lot of time bringing like the snow and the ice up on him. So yeah, I think great job on this one.
Nice.
Bold pick. Blue. Yeah, blue on this one is nice. I think the people that chose the primary colors had the right idea, right? The blue, yellow, and red are great colors because they can still have really good contrast without desaturating them. Other colors like this kind of purpley rose color on the what is that called, the corset,
yeah.
right, is another bold move because it's tougher to make that look clean, right, because it's more of a desaturated blended color. So when you go with like single pigment colors as opposed to blended hues, you can make the clean look really pop, but it makes the model very vibrant because you're talking about, dead on magenta and yellow and cyan, and their first mixes like the bright green, bright red, bright purple, right? And when you start then going into shades and tints of those colors, you start to add in aging. They don't look as vibrant. But yeah, this is a great contrast in that, because if you look at the plume on the hat and you look at the corset, you'll see that those two look very different in their vibrancy and how new and fresh they look just by choice of color, not in method of painting. It's not that any weathering was done on purpose. It's that, like brown, those colors as blended hues, right, are colors that tend to desaturate through the blend. Everything else is great. Sword is sharp. The gold is nice and shiny. That red cape is great. Yeah.
Nice.
Great choice. I like the colored brick. It's very subdued on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Dyslexic mini painter.
All right, dyslexic.
USS.
The Enterprise painted clean.
Yeah.
Too easy. Too easy. I like it's a USS Don't Eat Paint.
Yeah. Yeah, the bricks were cool.
Fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And super simple, right? Keep it in the grays. I think the thing you're missing on this is contrast, again, which is hard to pull off, but you're going to want to have it be contrast that isn't just a shadow from the model. I want to see the barrel, that cylinder of the main body.
Yeah.
I want to see that shaded. It's harder to shade the disc and not make it look weathered because it's basically flat with a little convex point on the top, right? But still be able to give me some shading and contrast on the underside of the engine nacelles, things like that aren't just caused by the light in the room. Because we can if you can just paint a model white, and you've got the lining on here, which actually is very good. So, making sure that you can do that panel lining on this without extending beyond the areas is a great job that you've done there, because I'm figuring that you might have gone in and painted the dark lines and then cut the white or the gray, the bright gray back in over that,
right?
Which is insane, because that's a lot of time. But yeah, it looks great.
Kara. Oh, wow. This came out great.
Yeah, again.
She's from World of Warcraft?
Yeah. And I never remember her name. But she's the
Sylvanas or something?
Sylvanas.
Sylvanas.
Yeah, maybe Sylvanas Windrunner.
I think
is that it?
so.
Yeah, Sylvanas Windrunner. I think Windrunner her last name. She was
Nice.
not always undead though, right? Didn't she start as non-undead and then got turned and fought for the Horde? I don't remember. But great model. Yeah. And again, these are brave colors to go with when painting clean, because you'll start to understand blended hues tend to bring down the cleanliness, not to dirty purposefully, but to the eye, they don't retain vibrancy. They become less vibrant, and so your brain immediately goes into worn, because your brain and your eyes start to correlate things with what we've seen throughout our life. And if you've ever owned something that was bright red, if you left it in the sun, what became of your little toy that you left outside? It was bright red, and then you went outside the next day. If you lived in Texas and you left it out in the sun all day, you go outside the next day, and it's like now faded.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so that faded color tends to register with us with aging, not necessarily weathering, but aging. So it's not new and fresh. But these colors have been done really nicely, right? Again, I've got some contrast along like the belly line with the down towards the bikini line where I see the shading on the muscle tone. The metallics look great, but that vibrant blue on the bow and the color of that, again, kind of like that plum burgundy color of the cape, turns out really, really good up towards the forehead and the blonde hair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great job. Again, I'm really loving the fact that people still chose color palettes they thought were good to use for the model they chose, and then just painted them in a very clean style. So the method of application of paint here is very clean. The blends are clean. There's nothing done with textures. It's just all very smooth and well laid out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great job.
Iron Man.
I like this guy.
He's very clean.
Like a paladin of the order. Again, Brave choosing black, right, as the cape or the main tunic hood, but it turned out really good. The black looks really good with a subtle gray highlight on it. Works really well. And then, of course, you go into the golds and the reds and the yellows, and everything works very well together. The clean pages of the book stand out very well.
Yeah.
Right? I like this a lot. I think that the green paint on the base throws it off a little bit. I wouldn't have chosen that. If you're trying to represent grass there,
yeah,
or I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a potion or
moss
evil something or other. Maybe.
Yeah, might be moss.
But I really dig this. That looks good. World of Warcraft, yeah. Oh, that's the famous Paladin set from when they first brought the Paladin. That was their tier, whatever, the high tier Paladin set that had the books on the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
I hated Paladins because I was a warrior tank. Bastards took my job.
Call 'em.
What?
Is that you making? Oh.
What?
I'm like, you're crinkling over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was for a second. I'm like,
aliens
are coming for us. Call 'em.
Okay. All right.
This is a fun little dude.
All right. Now, you want to know one of the reasons why this one works so well?
Why is that?
Because you're so used to seeing these. If you know what this is, your brain is used to seeing it all completely nurgled out.
Yeah.
And seeing that bright blue and that bright green on this rat tells a totally different story than what you're used to. There's no verdigris on the ball and the bells, right? So we're so used to seeing Skaven in a very dirty sewer and with glowy green, warp stone.
Yeah.
Right? So this one works because those of us that know are trained to believe that this is not a Skaven, because no Skaven would be caught dead in this clean of a cloth.
Yeah.
And this clean of a blue thing on its nose, right? So while not being clean necessarily as compared to some of the other models like that Paladin we just saw, that Paladin just walked out and dirt doesn't even cling to him.
Yeah.
Right? He is the embodiment of clean. The forces of good will not let dirt settle. Right? This guy just washes his clothes, and it makes him clean versus all the other rats are walking around him. Right? Because you've got great shading with the red underneath the green is really good. It's like that. It's that same kind of red oxide feel that I'm getting on the model that I'm painting now. That green is really nice and fresh. You've been able to use some texture with the brush still, but it goes up to that nice bold yellow green on the shoulder. Just a great job here. The copper looks fantastic. It's like a shiny penny copper on this. Yeah, great job on this, and a really neat twist on what clean can equal by using the visual knowledge that the person looking at it has. Right? Yeah. If somebody that didn't know anything about these would stand them all in a line, this might not register as being the cleanest looking model, but it does register as being very clean for those of us that know about the fantasy behind it. So great job using the color and the application in that way. Smooth blends, make it clean. Really nice. Still getting really good contrast, too. Great metal.
Trinity.
Oh, yeah. This is just fun whimsy.
Yeah.
Again, another model that would be, you'd have to try to make this one look dirty, right? Well, you wouldn't have to try. I mean, the same application would, but this model, is because of its whimsy, is going to look fresh and clean no matter what color you paint it. And then you picked magentas and blues and use the white highlight or the pale pink highlight on there. It looks great. And then, of course, colorful flowers and green grass and all that. This is just a bright spring day.
Yeah.
Or summer day, wherever you're at. Not in Arizona. All that would be dead.
Or right after rain.
Yeah, no, I love this. This is great. These are really, you guys are doing a really good job of showing your understanding of the scene you set, the story you tell, the model you pick in a lot of these conditions for being the right model to show as clean, right? This is, I don't feel like that model is anything other than what they would have painted it anyway. Which is great. Great choice on the model, so that number one, you're painting the way you wanted it to look and getting a very clean look. Cartoon characters, whimsical characters fit this very well because they kind of lend themselves. The models that Jen would paint would all be clean.
Yeah, I see.
Because Jen paints like when she did the Princess Bride chibis. She just wants them. They just want to be clean because they're cartoony. So the visual of the model helps a lot too. Whereas Space Marines, we expect to be gritty. Skaven, we expect to be gritty. So you have to punch you have to do extra work to overcome what the viewer thinks of the model and the environment the viewer wants to see it in, and almost make it so blatantly obvious that it's clean in order to have it really register. Where this one, it is easy mode. I love it. Great job.
Yeah, Mo. Come to Arizona where everything is dead.
especially Chris's soul.
What?
What?
I have a good soul.
You don't have one. You
Serenity
told me.
Minis, again, number 2, submission number 2.
All right.
Super
Now
cool.
we're getting into it. You're killing it. Very, very good. Very clean skin, very clean gloves. The red looks good. The white looks good. The brown leather belt looks really good because it doesn't have a lot of aging on the belt. Everything is nice. The hair,
Yeah, the hair came out
beautiful
great.
shine on the hair. Great use of contrast on all these colors. You didn't go so dark that you made it look gritty and dirty. You kept it in kind of that mid-tone shadow. Works really well because, when you're pumping up, this is one thing we got to talk about. Whenever you're painting bright colors, if you drop your shadow to the same level you would for darker colors or more dirty colors, you can almost create so much contrast that it looks like dirt in and of itself.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with that. This is a really good use of those tones to balance the model out. Nice. Uh-oh.
Game delay.
Conquest. Some Parabellum models. This is an Avatara.
Avatara.
Yes. We may have some of these coming, Chris. Maybe. Like 6. Maybe. I don't know. Talk to Ellie.
We don't talk. Ellie and I don't talk.
Ellie and you don't talk?
No.
Not anymore, since she told me that you're breaking the law by being mean to me. I'm a protected group.
Great. Great.
You know what I love about these models? And this is something because there is a certain amount of whimsy to these, right? They look like puppets. They look like something out of Life of P to me. Have you played Life of P?
I haven't,
If you're into Soul, well, you like Souls games and hate them
yeah.
at the same time, and Life of P, or Lies of P, is a great Souls-like game. And this looks like one of the, it's all about puppets and mechanical constructs. And this appears like a puppet to me, and I really love them because of that. It's like a puppet dancer. You can imagine like a ballerina with a sword. Yeah. So again, the whimsy of this model carries it, but the color choices here are very, very good. You've gone with the magentas, the blues, the whites, the golds. Again, bringing that kind of almost primary coloring into it keeps it in that form of you have to work to make it look dirty. Great job. Like it. I like it.
Martin Link.
Oh, killing it. Yeah, again. Really, really good contrast done on the armor for the reds, pushing that glow up into orangey yellows for the shine, right? Having a very deep shadow that actually pushes into what is looking almost purpley or plum to me, right? It's like a dark purple.
Yeah.
And that really works. It could look weathered and dirty, but the way that you've highlighted it up so bright gives it a shine that makes it feel like it's not beat up.
Right.
It's just the color of the armor. I can imagine like lacquered armor that is that color. Nice shine on the gemstone on the shield. The gold is done very well. I would want to see a little bit more brightness on the gold. It looks a little too oily the way you have it because you have such a deep reflection on the gold. And then the punches of brightness that you have on there are overshadowed by the brightness on the red. So when you have non-metallic, you want to punch it up as bright as the brightest thing on the model in normal situations unless you want it to look spun, worn, hammered, things like that. So the only thing I'm missing here is more brightness on the non-metallic metal, I think.
Yeah.
But the
It's
green
super
cape,
clean.
it steals the show, I think. The green cape looks like it could be made out of satin. It's great.
Yeah.
Super clean, super crisp. Yeah, that green cloak is awesome.
Nice.
Great job.
Martin Link,
Even the
great job.
base is very clean. The stone looks like it's nice and freshly wet and rained on, right?
Yeah.
Shiny. No mud. Great job. And a neat model, too.
Wing Hunter.
Dun, dun, dun. The wash ruins the cleanliness.
Yeah.
The dark wash on this one, and that's the one thing that washes do. The horns look great, right? The horns are nice and clean. The helmet is nice and clean. The wash on the leather across the shoulders and the tunic itself kind of ruin the clean effect because they bring dirt into it in the way that the shading tends to be a little bit more overpowering in the midtones.
Okay.
But the colors are great. The blue gets really vibrant. The red's really vibrant. The shield is done spectacularly. The face of the shield with the right light on it, I think is fantastic. The sword looks really good.
That shield.
Nailed it on everything. The scabbard looks really good. I think it's really just the cloth with the wash on it that turned out not looking right. And if it's not a wash, if it's just a dark base coat that you left showing, same effect, right? Is that the lack of the blend out of the shadows in some of that case makes it feel a little bit more like dirt.
Okay.
Settling into spots on it as opposed to a blend of light. Because when we think of how shadow works, shadow goes from no light to light, but it has to go through a fairly, unless there's a spotlight on it, it goes through a nice transition of blend from dark to light. And whenever you introduce darkness that has a splotchy kind of immediate transition that isn't metal, because remember, we do that with shiny objects like non-metallic metal, shiny plastic, shiny leather. You can go from very dark to very bright very quickly. But when we see cloth, we don't expect that unless it is spots where dirt, blood, other things are rubbed into it, and now it becomes stain almost. That's what our eye sees visually. But great paint job on this. Is that a Bretonnian foot soldier, by the way?
I think so.
I like it.
Not sure if it was a wash, says Doomsday Sprocket.
Yeah, it could just be a dark base coat. Uh-oh.
4-pig bacon.
This one's near and dear to my heart because we saw like a 90 million foot tall Optimus Prime or whatever at the out at the place we went in your neck of the
Cave
woods.
Creek.
Can you buy that thing?
I think so.
How much is it?
I don't know.
That thing's got to be like $100,000.
Everything's for sale.
Everything there was for sale, and a lot of it
Everything
was
there.
like $500,000.
It might be.
It was insane.
You gonna go get it?
They have a I would reckon that thing is probably 15 to 18 feet tall.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
It was massive.
And it's a more of a modern Optimus Prime looking thing, but legally safe, non-IP infringing Optimus Prime that some crazy person welded together. It's made of a bunch of parts. It probably weighed 8 tons.
Oh yeah, they had to crane that in on a big old.
It's amazing. But if it is selling, it's probably a couple $100,000, $500,000. It's insane. This is great. Great job with kind of the anime cartoon painting. You know, a lot of people in the Gundam world are doing this, but great job with it. Where you have not done any blending. You've just used the panel highlighting and that kind of cell shade mentality.
Yeah.
Great job on that. The windshield on the truck really pulls it in and makes the shine there. I would expect to see a little bit more brightness on the red because you've got more highlight on the blue. Notice how your blue goes up to kind of a sky blue for its shine.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to punch that to near white as well as on everything, right? You don't put as much because it's not as maybe reflective as the windshield, but don't be afraid when doing this style to go ahead and punch it up to, say, white blue on the blue and then like pink or pale pink on the red, right? To get it that same level of shine. But great job on this. Yeah. Again, the only thing that throws me off is the patterning on the leg looks a little bit like a camo, but not anything to detract from. Great job.
Shadow Knight, Terrence.
Just good old red marine.
Straight up.
Yeah, great job. The yellow is nice and crisp. The black on the cape down low, it's just a paint application. Looks like maybe some dry brushing or maybe the application was a little bit too dry of paint on the brush when the gray went on.
Yeah.
So a little bit of the texturing off of the brush hinders the look because remember, your brush stroke is super important in telling stories. The application of paint is just as important, if not more so, than the color you're painting in most cases. If you use a dry brush, one of the things that makes a lot of people say dry brushing is for noobs is not because the technique can't be used by everybody.
Right.
Is it in its application? It can tend to obscure details because it becomes messy.
Yeah.
And that's just one kind of example, but even when you take your brush and you can see where your brush started to unload the paint, like at the end of the brush stroke gets a little bit, instead of being a smooth ending, it sometimes leaves the tail like a ragged tail of paint. That can make something look like it's beat up. Very useful tools when texturing, but you have to make sure when you're painting for clean that you don't see that. So I see a little bit of that on the gray. The belt feed for the ammo on his left arm is fantastic, right? That kind of non-metallic steel that you've got going on there. I like the oscillating panel way of doing the power sword. That looks really clean with the blues, right? And then the golds are great. The golds and the yellows stand out really nicely. Good job.
Old gamer.
All right.
Huh, that's fun.
All right. On here, again, utilizing kind of like we saw on the Optimus Prime and on some of the other non-metallic ones, that chest plate that she's got with the shine and then the arm in that first photo.
Yeah.
The highlighting there really makes those look, again, like, like satin sheet, like that green cape we saw a minute ago.
Yeah.
The yellow has a lot of punch to it. The purple and the darker color on the cape, again, are great color choices for the model. You need to be able to put some shine and create some contrast to make them look clean, because as just this kind of more flat color spectrum that you've got makes it look softer and a little more worn, right? So notice how you did the sleeve on the arm. Had you done the same type of highlight, not the same colors because they're not the same color, I don't believe, but on the darker jade, let's call it, on the cape, if you would have gone up to something a little brighter as a highlight, then it would have started to look clean and shiny as well.
Yeah.
The purple looks great, right? You've done a great job on the purple. I want to see that done with the cape, right? You notice how the purple goes up to a pretty bright, almost magenta or dark magenta over white kind of glaze in the shine. I want to see more of that on the cape, because the rest of it is done in that way, and so it makes the cape look a little less so. Same on the hair. The hair on the front is really, really nice with the shine. I love the color that you've gotten. That kind of salmony pink is fantastic on the hair. And then we lose a little bit of that punch up top, right? Because I've got the same shine kind of down at the eye level, and I lose it on that peak at the top where I'd want to see it go a little brighter. But this is a fun model, and great job. I think that's the thing that every month blows me away, is the choice of models is just so great.
Yeah.
I get to see a lot of things I never see. Okay, I mean, here.
Yeah.
What a great example. This is another one like the Skaven model.
Yeah.
Right? Look at what we have. We have a demon. Nobody expects the demon to have taken a shower.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you expect the demons to bathe before the invasion, Chris?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think they care. This guy cares.
He does care.
This guy cares, and it makes me want to listen. If he came to my door, unless he was with the guy.
I really like the eyeballs.
It's amazing, right? Yeah, he's got like this grin.
Yeah, I do like this one
with the tusks. I like the shiny plate. The gun is nice and clean. All his leather is clean. The flesh leather on the back, which looks like human skin, is done in a very nice way.
Very clean way.
That's very fresh and clean human skin that you're wearing on your tabard there.
Gross.
Gross. But his chains don't have any rust.
Gross.
Again, great color choices. Great way to expose that color, showing that you can use darker colors and still make it look clean through the shine and the finish of the material. This is what I was talking about with the last one on the cape. You know, do everything like this, but you still have really good material focus between them. The metal gets brighter than the skin, but the skin gets a even amount of brightness to make sure that you understand it's not dirty. He may still stink. I'm not going to let him off on that one just yet, but
nice.
Yeah, good job on this one. Especially given that, look at the base. The base looks like it has all sorts of like mud and nonsense on it, and somehow he remains clean. That's his demonic power.
Might be.
Right? He's traipsing through the trenches of Trench Crusade where there's mud, blood, and guts. And look at him.
He's clean.
He's clean. His hooves are clean.
Really good at dodging bullets.
Takano, This is great. Great job. A lot of wow. A lot of punchy wow. Oh,
Xenobon.
Speaking about punchy wow, here is the Gundam style done on a Macross Robotech model. Right? This is a Veritech fighter.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know what all the names of them are. But, yeah, great job. And, again, the cell shading on this is fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Really nice and clean. The shine there, I think you again, on this, it's always a matter of if you're going to punch it up. Punch it up to almost white on the blue up around the head so that the blue shine on the head and the shoulders is more than the blue shine on the leg. Which you've done a good job of because the leg is not overly highlighted, so it's a good transition. I would have pushed a little bit more of that mid-tone blue on the leg and then use white as a shine across the blue on the top as well as on the gray. This is good stuff. I love people that jump out of their comfort zone and paint like this.
Yeah.
Xenobon, great job. Oh, classic, clean Terminator. Like, great. This is the old heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal, right?
Right, we got some good orange highlight there. Edging all around. Some nice intent on the glow on the eyes. Good clean green there. The red is just, I mean, you can't butcher that red. There's no weathering to it at all. It's nice and even throughout. I would want to see a little bit more working in of contrast on the red, but I can tell on the Power Fist side that you've got a little bit of shadow there that camera isn't picking up. Again, cameras don't like red, so this goes back to the first one we looked at where I say trust your gut. I feel like this is more red in person than it is on this photo. Talk to Chris. Red's one of the hardest colors to get to tune. If you tune your camera for red, Amazingly, none of the other colors look right.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem when you do a red or a magenta and you try to get that true red. It's like, oh my gosh, the red looks good.
Because
it's all whacked.
Because all those sensors work off of RGB.
Yeah, it's
right?
just not as it's not as easy.
Yeah,
But this does look good.
I love it. Great job. Nice clean on the bolter too. It's all like super fresh and shiny. Super fly fresh. Yeah, the green base is nice. I love that you didn't paint the top black and the sides green. Brownie points.
Brownie points.
It's not lost on me. I'm going to pretend that Sandigo did that for me.
Okay,
not for you heathens that asked for goblin green base edges. Heathens. Bunch of heathens. I'm looking at you.
Don't look at me.
I'm looking at Chris.
Don't look at me. Hey, shorties. Ooh. You like that? Ooh.
Let him cook.
I'm a clean ghost. Ooh. I did that one for Jason. Ooh, I'm a clean ghost.
I think that that's what's so haunting about this.
Is that it's clean?
Is that if the ghosts show up and they've taken baths and the demons have taken baths, I'm going to start wondering why I'm the aspect of their ire. Like, did I not put deodorant on today? What invited you into my house?
Ooh.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Again, that blue and the transition of color through the blue to the white. The white is super crisp and clean. It's great. You don't have, the standard thing that we look at when we look at these. What is this?
This
Army
is
called?
Night Haunt.
Night Haunts. Is that there's a lot of rust and verdigris and dirt on the stuff that you think is real.
Yeah.
A lot of people paint it to where the armor would be really dirty and rusty, like dug up out of the ground, and then the ethereal cloak and everything might be that green, But yeah, I think this is good. This looks really good. It's great ghost right out of Scooby-Doo.
Right out of Scooby-Doo.
And I'd have gotten away with it, too.
General
it wasn't for these
Ginkgo.
darn kids. Okay, wait a minute.
This one definitely took the clean challenge very clean. This is great. Oh, my gosh.
General Ginkgo, am I a joke to you?
BFFs.
Is this a joke to you?
This is.
I love it.
This is nice.
Is that a cat and the little space guy?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Now, wait a second.
There's no seconds to wait on this. It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
The cat is either... No.
I love that we've introduced dirty through opening the washing machine while it's running, but is a spilled washing machine actually dirty, or is it just a mess?
Oh.
Right?
That's very deep of you.
I always used to ask because the dirtiest thing we've ever done at this building is make soap. You realize that the making of soap, the way we used to do it with Jen, was one of the dirtiest things we ever did. It was dirtier than making paint.
It's dirty.
But you're making something that's technically clean and for cleaning, so is it actually dirty or just a mess?
Just a mess.
It's just a mess, right?
This is a mess.
This is about to be a mess.
Whoa! What sound is this guy making?
Well, he's inside a helmet that's hermetically sealed against the elements for being in space, so he sounds like this.
I knew you were going to do that. Oh,
That's the way it works.
Crushed it.
That's the way it works.
What do you think, Jason?
I don't think anymore. Everybody takes me as a joke and makes washing machines out of my...
You want a clean challenge, eh? Here you go.
I'm just a joke to these people. Here's a washing machine.
Sit down and shut up. Here's your washing machine.
I just love the BFF sign. This is fantastic.
love this one.
This is fantastic.
This is awesome.
Ooh. All right.
Clean.
Yeah, very eye-catchy right out of the gates. That green, very, very nicely done. Again, you're noticing that on the models that pop the most, they've got a really good transition from dark to light, but are really punching the shine almost, even when it might not be a non-metallic shine. You can still drag that same cleanliness out of shine. It's like I said, which is cleaner? The same car, a day it came off the showroom floor, or after a day in the sun and dirt. Even though it's not dirty, you'll notice the shine is lessened.
Yeah.
Versus when you polish it.
Yeah.
And so this is in that spot where it's definitely, he hasn't seen combat yet. He's just sneaking up to it. Yeah, great job on this. The nice shine on the claw on his hand, the sword, all the metallics look really good. And again, he's on a base that appears to be like wet mud. So I love the
think it's a
juxtaposition we're seeing on some of these with the skull and the dirty base, but the armor super clean is a really good way to show how clean the thing is by combining it with something ultra dirty and sticking it on top and no dirt on it.
Yeah.
So great job on that.
Pixel balloon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very clean.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. The desaturated yellow, although the color changes photo to photo, so it's less desaturated in photo number 1.
Yeah.
And in the other ones, we get a little bit of either through exposure settings on the camera or just change of setting and lighting. We see it a little bit differently because I'm getting more warmth in the midtones out of the hair and the shawl scarf thing on the first photo than I am on the rest.
They look a little differently color corrected.
Yeah. Maybe
Which
so.
is that your phone, depending on if it's on auto setting or if you're using a DSLR, if it's that. But
they've definitely changed the angle because of what the background looks like.
Yeah.
And when you do that, sometimes the phone will correct for
unless
that lighting and try to change it to itself.
Auto setting on your white balance. But
yeah.
This looks great.
No, I really like it. I really do. And I like the choice of again, colors that we normally see in desaturated forms, the gray, the brown, the kind of dark sea Ben-ish color, right, on the cloth, and then brown hair. But great job. Everything looks very clean. This could be an issued suit that she was just given, and it's all brand new. Even though the coloring is not shooting for that ultra vibrant coloring.
Yeah.
You know, military garb and stuff that I can imagine like this, whether she's a pilot or something in the Space Force, is not always vibrant. You know, they're not trying to be seen.
Yeah.
The yellow sash kind of gives that away. But, you know, when you're looking at military style coloring, it's not meant to be loud and vibrant, but it can still be clean. And this is a great representation of that. No scratches or dings on the armor. It's well put together. Looks good.
What?
The purple jumps out. There's a lot going on in this photo because of the background. So sometimes it's hard to distinguish the model from the background. But I love the purple, right, on the skirt or coat, undercoat. The autumn leaves and the green on the base really put some good color punch into it. The rest on the gray on the shoulder plate and the arm that I'm seeing in the second one, again, the application of color makes it look a little bit more weathered because of the texturing you've added in. So you strip yourself of some of the cleanliness just because I see the spotting of color. Mm-hmm. Now, that's one of those trust your gut because it could also be the exposure on the camera not showing your blend very well. So trust in the work that you've done. But the cloak is a nice even color. There's not a overabundance of contrast that leads me to think that it looks dirty. Yeah. I like the color of the book on the front and the leather bag. Great job. Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow. The flame or the smoke trail on these is awesome.
Yeah.
Great job on that, right? And Brave doing the deep black green on these guys because it's a dark color. It's in one way harder to make look clean because dark colors just are like browns. But what you've done with that kind of edge highlight that's super bright, but not so bright it looks like a Tron suit. It doesn't look like they're wearing neon parts on all the edges of their armor, right. Is a great job because in itself makes it easier to make it look clean. The lack of anything else is what makes these look clean. The simplicity and cleanliness of the application of paint. Just like on that one previous where we said the gray looked a little bit, I don't want to say splotchy, that sounds bad. It looks like it was a little rougher application of paint there. Right. And then you look at these and you have very nice, smooth application of paint. And then that nice, crisp edge detail immediately just makes it clean. Yeah. It just does, right? And then that burst of color on the jetpack stuff is great, right? That orange really works in tandem with the green. It looks like on the top one on the right, I'm seeing some purples and stuff in it, but that might be reflection from the table or something he's got set up there. But yeah, great job on these.
Or it must be a black light to get the fluorescent glow. I think that's what that is.
Fantastic work.
Bogus.
Yeah, great job. Again, great work. The blue, nice and crisp. Again, the backpack, when you look at the top of the backpack, I'm seeing that kind of grayishness to it that has some splotchiness to it, right? It has some color aberration on the top that isn't in line with the smoothness of the blue. So I would ask, like, what was the goal there? Because that takes cleanliness away from it. But I love the polished stone he's standing on. Even simple touches like the moss in between the stones is a really great way to make it look clean. The gun is nice and crisp highlights. Just making sure those highlight edges are really crisp and stand out, right? The gold trim on the armor and the center crest are great. Yeah, good job on this.
Painting journal.
It's a really neat model. You know me, I'm not a big pirate guy, but when I see things like this, I'm like, oh, but what a great sculpt of like the hair, the facial hair.
Yeah.
Right? And everything. I love the ropes.
I don't think of pirates as being clean, typically.
Well, no, right?
But,
because it's your brain taking your visual
this is clean,
cues that you have identified them with for your whole life.
Yeah.
And you have to fight against that. And one thing we forget as storytellers sometimes is that you're up against other people's perceived telling of your story. When you pick tropes like Vikings, samurai, pirates, things that are known to many, then you're up against that. Oh, Jack Sparrow, I bet he smelled bad.
Yeah,
right?
He's dirty. He felt dirty, right?
You imagine sailing on the seven seas was not the cleanliest thing. But again, it gives you the opportunity, like with the Skaven model, because even though Skaven is a bad representation of that, because not as people know Skaven as know pirates.
Right.
But it's working the same storytelling, is that you can very easily make people see that there's a difference in this pirate because the colors are so crisp. There isn't any sun-baked weathered coat, right? Even the leather part on the back of the shoulders has a little bit, and that's probably the texture of the model and the deflection of the light reflecting off of the model itself from the camera angle.
Right.
That's giving me a little bit more texture. I don't think that's the paint. It's nice and smooth. We've got good transitions from dark to light. Even on the black, the blue of his coat, right? We don't have any dirt. We don't have any texturing of the brush. All the things we've been talking about, right? The things that can lend to the visual cleanliness or dirtiness are color. Yeah. Some colors are just viewed as being dirty, brown being one of them. All the earthy tones tend to be viewed as not as clean. They're hard to make look clean. Brush stroke, right? Doing heavy textures like I like to paint with are best reserved for organic structures and dirty, worn things, which is most of what we paint, which is why this challenge is so cool. It puts you outside of that so that now you can say, oh, how do I make a certain thing look new? Right. And then contrast. We've shown you that contrast and value in a lot of these when doing the non-metallic metals and pushing up the brightness that gives it a little bit of extra shine, because when you clean something and polish that surface, it reflects light better. The same way if you put a finger smudge on your refrigerator, the reason you can tell where the smudge is because it stops being shiny on the smudge. That's why.
Yeah.
Right? Your finger oils cause the light when it hits that spot to not reflect back at your eyeball. And so you don't see the shine of the metal. You see it all around, but the finger smudge you can pick out. Same thing here. If you don't push enough brightness into things, it looks like it's smudged. It looks like it's a little used. And so you get cleaner, the brighter highlights you get going, the shinier it is, even when it's not necessarily a shiny material. So you can kind of step outside the norm and give a little bit more bright. Doesn't mean go to white, but punch it up to like a sky blue, like here on this cloak, right? We've gone up to a brighter, almost sky blue for reflective on the thing so that it still looks like cloth, right? And looks great, as opposed to like the gold ropes that are shinier. So great job on this.
Zombie. Cannibal.
Yeah. Again, whimsy. You always win with whimsy when looking at cartoon and clean.
Yeah.
Right? And when you think about it, cartoons are clean. They're like the epitome of clean.
Yeah, I could see that.
I get what you're saying.
The other night I was watching a thing called Soria. I think it's called Soria. It's a series of animations on YouTube by a team that did this crazy world that's all dinosaurs, but like intelligent bipedal dinosaurs and stuff. And there's one of them in the swamp.
Yeah.
And all of them look clean. Why?
Interesting.
Because the cell animation is hard to make look dirty without a lot of time spent, because you think about each frame having to be colored.
Yeah.
It's much harder to put that mud and make the mud animate with the thing and keep all the textures animating. So
Yeah.
this is great. Yeah,
The
great
marble
job.
looks great,
The metal
too.
on the
Yeah.
stool looks great. The red on the inside of the cape looks great. The seafoam colored skin looks great. Just a good job. Great way to bring that kind of animated shading into it. The purple looks great. I think it's like bicolored purple and black hair.
Yeah.
So great job putting the shine on the black side to make it look clean because, of course, shiny hair is fresh and washed, and dull hair is dirty and frayed.
Yeah.
So, again, using the right tools to bring the right storytelling. Perfect job.
Yeah, Game Delay was saying the metal does stick out to me too. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Game Delay number 2. Ooh.
Bright colors.
I love the
Cheaters.
glossy
All you
there.
cheaters. Again, dirty base,
Yeah.
right? Dirty earth, wet,
That's
earth
the
tones,
contrast, right?
right? And then look, I got bright colors on top of it. How could this not be clean?
Yeah.
Cheater. Cheating in the most beautiful way.
I love the bases
Game Delay, great
too.
job. Yeah, great job. And the colors, of course, are great. Going from that kind of salmony pink up into the orange and yellows and stuff is fantastic. Jen would give you 2 thumbs directly up right now if she's staring at this, if she's watching. Right?
Yeah,
great.
Brent.
Yeah, great use of color. Nice and vibrant.
Great job, Game Delay.
Yeah. That green on there, that emerald kind of
Yeah, I
green
love
or
that
teal
green.
is fantastic.
Dan. Ooh.
Again, just nice, clean application of paint.
Yeah. This was very this is a very cool bust.
Bright
What
red,
is-
jade, white,
what is this?
gray hair.
Who is this?
I feel like I should know this person because I recognize some of the facial features.
Yeah,
Is this from something, or
It
is this
very
just a
Tim-
bust that
it
somebody
almost-
based off of a real actor?
makes it feel very Tim Burton-y.
Elongated
It's neat.
face. Dan, are you out there? Stan
Game
Burner.
Delay's like, I figured towels stay clean all the time. Oh, yeah, they can't possibly get dirty. They don't do anything except shoot from the back line.
This one's very clean.
What? Did you say what I think you said, Jason?
I think this is Arcane. This is from Arcane?
Oh, I don't know. I don't recognize him from the Arcane crowd, but maybe. Dishonored. Yeah, it has
Nice.
that kind of facial structure.
Just a bust, but I thought it looked like Kevin Bacon.
Ah.
So it does kind of look like him.
It
the furrowed
reminds me of
face.
another actor, and I'm not going to know who it is. I've been seeing, but their face is recognizable, so
No,
I'm
this
assuming
is
they
great.
used a reference picture in the
Stan,
bust.
great job.
Yeah, great job. Again, good, clean application of paint and bright colors wins the day every day when trying to talk about clean. Right?
Fenwitty.
Bastards, all of you. Fenwitty, you cheater.
He's pretty clean.
You
I love that
he
you put
might
him in the
not
mirror.
be. This could just be starting the bath.
I
You're not
think-
clean when you get in the
No.
tub.
He's
You're not clean midway through.
He looks
You're only
pretty
clean when you get out.
Look at them dogs, right? Yeah, he got some clean toes there.
He's been rub-a-dub scrubbing quite a while,
Yeah.
I think. His beard's pretty shiny. All right. It has a rubber ducky. You bastards. You bastards.
Fenwitty, hooty hoo, taking a bath. I love that you put him in the mirror too. That was a fun shot. Tech Elf.
Metallics.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice. Metallics can be hard, right? Because you need to bring contrast onto them to get rid of all the shine.
I would
Typically,
say
you're going to do that with a wash, and then
I-
you're going to bring it back up, but it's still going to make it look a little dark and tested.
I would use a little more light in this photo too. I'm noticing
It's
a
tough
little
because you get a lot of
dark.
glare, but yeah,
Yeah,
right.
just a touch more exposure. Maybe you did that and it got too blown out, but I'm not sure. But
Yeah, metallics are hard, especially when you're trying to show what you've done, like edge highlighting and stuff,
Yeah.
because you can see the edge highlighting is done at this kind of level. But that all starts to go away. Photographing metallic models is almost impossible.
Yeah,
But yeah,
great job.
good. I think that here, this is one of those studies in the absence of any particular weathering makes it look clean,
yeah.
right? We
that's
haven't
what it
done
is, the
anything to make it
absence
look
of
weathered, therefore is clean, is kind of the math I would use in my head.
touch of bronze.
Does that make sense?
exposure.
Because, yeah,
Mhm.
the metal looks good. The shine is good on all of it. The blue's a little bit deep and doesn't have enough contrast to it, but I'm not going to say that's done poorly because you're fighting with the metal around it, so you don't want to go too crazy. But I think a little bit more of a highlight and blend transition on your blues, like on the shoulders and on the shield, would work really nicely.
Yeah,
But,
this
yeah,
is clean.
tons of metal.
I like it.
Is even the base metal? It looks like he's painted it gold, like in the recesses, right?
No, I think it's dirt.
Okay.
Dan.
Yep. Again, all you guys
Oh.
cheating.
Old World, huh?
Cheating.
This is one of the
Clean model.
yeah.
elf. I expect elves to be freaking
They're always clean.
dirty elves, always clean.
Always clean.
Filthy elves, always clean. Elves are always so clean and hoity in their shiny stuff, and this is why.
He's pretty cool though.
Yeah, great job. Again, great use of color. Still has some texturing on like the cloak with the brushstroke, but the texture doesn't take away from it because it's done methodically and in a single color that is that brightest color.
Yeah.
So it works really well. Yeah, I love it. I would do a different color, and this may be a photo thing, but I would do a different color on the handle of weapons, different from the fabric that you've done. Those two look very, very similar.
Yeah.
And I try to, at scale, has nothing to do with the clean part, but I try to, at scale, when we're doing small models, make sure that different materials are different versions of the color. So add a little bit more white or darken the shaft of the spear down so it doesn't look like the inside of the cloak. It tends to throw the brain off because you're like, are those the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, great job.
Red Spartan.
Again. Good green. Good black. Gold on the cover on the flamer is good. Sorry. Yeah. Good stuff. I would want to see more brightness. That's the only thing that I would offer here is that you're stuck in your midtones and your shadows, which can make it look dull. Right? Notice how the armor on this one is going to look a little softer.
Yep.
Like if you touch it, it's going to feel dusty. As opposed to if you'd have done a bright edge highlight on these.
Yep.
You've got an edge highlight on there that's brighter than your base green. Punch it up another level, right?
Hey, retired 11B. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, Raiders. We're doing
Welcome,
our
welcome.
January talent. Welcome in. Nice.
Yeah, I think you just need a little bit more punch of brightness on both the black and the green to bring that shine in. The gold or copper shroud on the flamer works great. But everything else needs to have a little bit of brightness. Just pops that clean, fresh, polished, shiny into it. Not sure if this joke works, but Jason made me think of it. What kind of underwear do high elves wear? Toity-hoities.
Toity-hoities.
I read that out loud.
Toity-hoities.
Why do you make me do this, Chat?
That's okay. You don't have to read it.
I do. I owe it to him.
S. Bell's daughter.
Does that say Caballeros?
Cowboys.
I like it.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So your daughter did this. Nice.
Well, really?
I
How
think
old?
So it says S. Bell's daughter.
How old?
I don't know.
Great. An absolute shoo-in,
Yeah.
right? Great job.
S. Bell, if you're out there.
I love
and
all
if
the
she's
silvers
watching,
in the
definitely say
lines. The
great
blue is
job.
nice and crisp. You have a really good shine in that bright blue on
Yep.
top of the blue. Done really well.
It's a clean tank.
Yeah. Yep.
Great job.
Yeah, I think just like the other thing, I would just say as you move, start learning a little bit of edge highlighting on these would be great. Fantastic job,
Yeah,
though.
fantastic.
Game delay, you should always feel bad about that.
Mo's Magic. Wow. Mo's Magic. Mo, you've done it. All three framables, Jason. Mo's done it. What are you going to do about that?
He's just showing off. He's just showing off.
We see.
You know what I
did
really
here.
love is the monochromatic background, right? The single plane color on these is really bitchin', Mo.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm partial because I designed these, and these are my babies, and I really love the way you've painted them, but holy clean. Yeah, especially on Surviathan and Gronk and Thrug. I mean, look at the green skin,
Yeah.
right? The nice, clean blue tunic and the red sash.
Yeah.
The nice polished gold on the epaulettes and all the medals. He is there to do business, right? You expect it from Duchess Prime. You expect her to bring her finest all the time, and you've done that. Very good. The metallic-y sheen on everything for her is fantastic, right? I love it. And then Surviathan looks great. I really like the otherworldly red of the eyes, or orange. It's coming out as red on my screen, but that kind of orangish punch for the gills and the eyes. Great job, Mo. Yeah. Again, clean application of paint makes clean models.
That's right. Yeah,
it
Mo,
really
great
just
job.
is.
I
the
love
color choice and not inadvertently adding in colors that add a dirty feel and just
Yeah.
punch to all of them. Nice smoothness, no
I
textures.
like his uniform.
Yeah,
Throws
fantastic work. All the blends are really doing good work for you here. All three of these are fantastic.
Super Duper John. Oh, nice. This is a fun droid.
Yeah.
I think they're called destroyers or something.
No idea, maybe.
I think they're called destroyer droids.
These are the three-legged ones.
Yeah, they're this is cool.
I like it. Great work on the metal. Nice and shiny.
I love the little red lenses on this guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that his head?
Yeah, that's his head. They're like a little. Yeah.
Because they go into a ball and roll around,
Yeah.
right?
I think they're destroyer droids.
Very cool. Yeah, I would on the orange, I might push for a little bit brighter highlight on that.
Super duper great job.
You can imagine that the orange is going to be a solid material and maybe not too unlike or dissimilar to the metal, but you've got your shine on the orange is dull compared to the way you've done the shine on the metal. So I would want to think that similar hardnesses will reflect the same intensity,
Yeah.
not the same color necessarily, so you don't use the same highlight color. If you went to white on the steel, don't go to white on the orange, but go to an almost white, like a pale yellow on that orange would look really good. Something to punch the vibrancy up, just a hair on the edges on that. Because you have a nice yellowish looking edge to them, but it just doesn't have the brightness and the punch that the metal does. So it makes it look like that's a matte finish compared to the steel.
Yeah. S-Bell.
Ooh.
This is very
This
cool.
is interesting because it's like her hair is making the baskets.
I think so. Yep.
Is that what I'm seeing?
I believe so.
I really like it. If that's the case, he's got like the Princess Leia hair buns on the side and the back, but they're flower baskets. I want to believe that's what this is. That's what my headcanon says this is.
I think
If
that's
you
what
tell
it
me
is.
no, this is actually a device you wear that is baskets you wear on your head to carry stuff, I'm not listening to you. This is her hair.
Would you wear one of those?
No, I would do my hair that way.
Okay. Okay.
I would do my hair that way.
This is great.
Yeah, the shine on the face, right? The gives the sheen without oiliness. I like it. The texturing on the skin is the only thing that takes away from it. The more blended highlight works better on flesh than all of that texturing because it tends to age when you put it on flesh. So when you use a rough texture on that, you have to be careful. The coloring and the texturing is very similar from the skin to the baskets or the hair, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got the same or similar browns, midtones, and highlights on that. I would find a way to move those colors away from that and reduce maybe the shine because there's more shine on the baskets than there is on the skin. So I'm reading all of that a little weird material-wise, but I like it. Right? I'm here for it. I would either darken the baskets up or brighten them up so that the skin either sits darker than they are or brighter, whichever one you choose. The green on the shoulders is fantastic. I really like the way the green is done. It almost gives it like that jade or emerald feel of a jeweled, whatever you would call that. And then, of course, you can't argue with the pinks, the reds, and the yellows that you have on display. And the front with the embroidery on it, right, with like the wheat leaves or the
all this is really cool.
Vinery
too.
on there is great. Yeah, I think the only trouble I'm having is the level of brightness on the baskets and face and everything else is missing a little bit of differentiation.
Awkwardish. Cleaning up. Get it? She's got a mop.
These people are not our friends.
I meant to do this one. Awkwardish. I love it.
He's
Clean.
dangerous with that noisemaker.
It is true.
Cannot be trusted.
Awkwardish, this one's awesome.
All right.
Y'all,
I'll
I
give
can't
it
begin
to
to tell
you.
you how small this model is.
Yeah, I was going to
Right
say
next
this
to-
does not look like a very large model.
It's very small.
I do love it. It's great.
I-
Again, great coloring, great midtones, and great way to get contrast and shadows on the white without going too dark. So you keep it nice and crisp looking with
She's the
just kind
size
of
of
that
a
medium neutral gray
D20.
or dark gray, and then medium gray into your bright grays or whites. Same for her little top and the pink.
She's the size of a D20 dice.
Oh, holy heck!
That's real small.
That's tiny. Yeah, great job. Again, Steady, solid use of color, smooth application.
Wow. 1 inch
Great job.
base? What?
What is what?
Her base is 1 inch.
What? Well, I mean, that's 25 mil, so
That's
that's what
true.
you're used to.
Treebeard.
Okay. All right, Treebeard, talk to me.
Is
this transparent filtered over this?
Is this clear resin
Yeah.
and then you glaze transparents on it?
Striker says, if that's painted, I'm throwing things away.
Treebeard.
Treebeard, I want to know if this is all clear or if these were molded with color in the resin. Clear resin, transparent paint. I was going to say, if you did this with transparents, killed it, knocked it out of the park.
Wow.
And the gold on the base is fantastic. Was that spray or was that done by hand? I'm assuming the base is resin as well.
Yeah. Spray. Nice. Wow.
King Tone says, never mind, Treebeard wins.
This is very cool.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a great smooth application on the base. That had to be a spray. But the
Nice.
transparent did wonders here, dude. Great
Yeah.
job. And, yeah, I mean, this is like something that – okay, here's a way to think about it. When we were talking about what does clean look like, there's not a really good way to say this without it feeling negative because we all have such a negative response to pre-painted anything at the store. Like if you go buy a pre-painted Star Wars figure, you know it's garbage. There's a whole niche industry of people who do repaints of miniature figures, right, or figurines. But there is a truth to if you buy something new at the store, you expect clean. So the way I describe it is, imagine if your miniature was fresh in the packaging at the store. What would that look like? You got to be careful with that because it could be a very dirtied miniature. You could buy Jabba the Hutt with slime all over him, and the intent was to make him look dirty. But I'm talking about the shine of brand new and all that. And this tells that whole story. This is a clean gold base. These are brand new things. There is no denying. I mean, I would look at this and I would say, you just went and bought this, dude. This is not painted.
Yeah.
This is just something you bought at, like, you know, the decorative store. So
yeah, Treebeard.
Great job.
Great job.
Yeah, absolutely great job. And great job on the blends of the transparents. All of these have got multiple colorations going on them. Fantastic. A lesson to be studied right there. And a good choice on the miniature, too.
Megan the Odd. Ooh, this is super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, again, we're going to have really good bright colors. Nice work of the OSL, and we've seen that on a couple of miniatures already. This is probably one of the better implementations I've seen today on being able to bring the OSL in a color that gives us clean. Remember, blue is always going to look cleaner than yellows and oranges.
Yeah.
Whenever you do fire and flame, just the yellows and oranges themselves on the OSL, unless done extremely, extremely well, can make things look warmer and dirtier. And so the blue flame here actually makes things look crisp and clean.
Yeah.
That bright jade on the coat or the jacket and the orange and all the steel and even that kind of faded purplish scarf looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the stuffed moose is fantastic.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
great.
this is great. This is just great painting. Great painting, but looks very clean, right? Natanicus.
Natanicus.
I like it. Great job on the cape. That cape is done very, very well. The metals are pretty sharp.
Yeah.
I like, there's a lot of reflective, like cylindrical shining lines on them. They're very faint. They're thinner.
Yeah.
I would say don't be afraid to thicken that up a little bit so it looks less like texture, more like shine.
Yeah.
For the brightest spots. But it's reading to me. Again, I'm only getting what the photo is showing me, so trust your gut on your end. But yeah, everything looks really good. The color space that you've chosen on the forward facing on this is very monochromatic. And so generally monochromatic palettes have a hard time with the cleanliness of them because you really have to punch the vibrancy and the contrast up. You have to make sure that you give really bright contrast, like almost when painting black and white. In order to make something shine, you're using pure white.
Chrome
and that's
at
kind of
night.
that space you're living in there.
Okay, so you're trying to
Chrome at night. Okay, so it's a story that you're telling. I get it. Okay. So not a lot of reflection, and all the reflection you're getting is from like moonlight and things of that nature.
And from the weapons, too.
Understood.
You can see.
Hard story to tell, but now I get it now that you said it.
Plus, you can see it from all the weapons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great
I see
job.
the reflection of like the pinks. A little bit of the green on his right knee, which is nice. So some really cool stuff going on here.
Yeah, I guess number 2.
Okay, this one reads a lot better, obviously, because we have more vibrancy across all of your colors. So that's the only thing when doing a challenge like this. Sometimes your story can work against you because trying to paint clean and then enveloping it into an environment that's hard to tell clean. It's very hard to tell clean in the dark.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Even when something shines. So that's a tough one. This one, obviously, we're in a better light where we can see things. Good texturing, great use of color on the blues, especially. Right, the blue smoke is nice again, like that OSO we saw a minute ago. It punches a bunch of vibrancy into it, and like I said, bright, vibrant colors help with clean. They just appear clean. It's just the way it goes. It's why we stay away from blended hues that desaturate. Browns, orange, some of the deeper oranges. Faded colors like faded purples and pinks and things like that tend to look soft and aged. And remember, aged, even though I'm in a protected group of over 40, everybody needs to let Chris know in chat. Elder abuse is a thing. We will no longer tolerate it. Aged is right in there with weathered, right?
Yeah.
It's like the faded paint on your car. Car still drives great, but faded paint is not new. And so that's the thing to look at for colors. But great job on this. The gold and everything that I'm seeing here, very bright and shiny. Love it.
Nice. Wet Gremlin.
Holy. Is this the guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, is it? It might be.
Is that where he came from? I feel like there are two. No, one of them was a rhino and then like an elephant. This is from something else, maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like I've seen this guy someplace before.
Wet Gremlin.
The fact that he has a big ham hock in his hand wins. Right?
It's very clean, for sure.
Did it have space dinos, or was it a rhino and an elephant? I don't remember.
Rhino and warthog, says Brent.
Oh, rhino and warthog. Right.
Okay.
I like this just because I like the model.
Yeah.
Right. But again, application of color is really good on this. I would want to see a little bit more of a push on contrast, a little bit more of a brightness on the jacket. This one's tough because this is done with an SLA printer, so you have a lot of texture on the model that is not of your own intention, just the way the printer prints. And so that texturing on those printers is going to bring its own storytelling into the situation, which is not always conducive to clean. But I would want to see a little bit more highlight on the blue. It's like a denim jacket, so the color is really nice right now, and then just a little bit brighter of that up around the edges without making it look too faded would work well. The grays that you've done on the pants are a good version of that. And again, there's a lot of reflection on this model, so you may see something different in front of your face than the camera is showing us. Because remember, a lot of times the light reflecting off of the model, if you have more satin finish paints, obscures a lot of your highlights and blends. So I'm not going to be able to see a lot of that. But I really love the green, and the yellow as a highlight on the green works really well.
That's it.
What?
That was it.
Oh.
You got to pick one.
I only get one?
You only get one. And I get one.
Is Jen here? Yeah, Bebop and Rocksteady.
All right,
but this is not Bebop.
I'm going to move it. I'm going to go back this way, Jason. You ready?
Yeah, great job. Yeah, exactly, right? Great job making a clean paint job despite the challenge of the model's texture due to the print is exactly what I would say. There's too many, Chris. I can't do this month.
You can.
I can't.
You got it.
I can't.
Here we go.
General Ginkgo and Treebeard.
Right out the gate? Let's go look at, let's go Treebeard. Oh, where's Treebeard?
There's too many, man.
There it is. Treebeard?
There's too many. Megan's is great. There's too many.
Is Treebeard, you going with Treebeard as your first one?
Go back to the beginning.
Okay. Bing, bing, bing. Whoa.
There's too many.
I'm going all the way back to the beginning, and I'll cycle through them. All right, here we go.
I hate my job. That metal is really good on that one. Oh. Wait a minute. Go back. Write these names down, Chris.
Fallen shots.
Fallen shots.
Okay. Ready?
Colton, go that one.
Home.
That one. That one.
Trinity.
Yeah. This was a tough one because between those two, both are really, really good. I don't know if that's a her. Sorry. Tucano. Nope, go back. Tucano.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Go back. Xenobond. Yeah, definitely Ginkgo. You brat. That's a storytelling one right there. Also very clean. Whiskey Warlord. Too many. I got to think about these. I really love the smoke plumes on those, but it's not because of the cleanliness. It's because the smoke plumes are bitching. Go back. Go back 2. Keep going. Put down zombie and game delay. Put down Fenwitty. You bastages.
Fenwitty.
You bastages.
I love Fenwitties.
Bastages with your bathing.
I love that.
Bathing
Jason's
in
getting these
brooms.
clean ones. He's stuck on the clean ones. I do love Fenwitties a lot.
Bathing in
Like, I love the
brooms.
mirror. I love that there was a mirror involved.
Yeah.
That's why I love that one so much.
How old is Belle's daughter? Did we find out?
I didn't hear from S Bell. I might have missed it because there's a bunch of
Belle, are you
chats.
here? How old's your daughter? Is Belle here?
I don't know. I wrote it down.
Go back. Yeah, put Mo. Well, I want to know how old S. Belle's daughter is. It matters. It does matter. It matters. Write S. Belle's daughter down and let's get some info. Because kids painting, soft spot. Soft spot. Awkwardish. Right awkwardish down. I reluctantly. And Treebeard. Tech Elf. Twisting my arm. Megan. Yeah, exactly. It's a big difference if they're 8 versus like 30. I respect first minis from everyone, though. So that is a big deal for me. Right?
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
All right, how many did we have over there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15?
Pick 15. You want to pick 2 and I'll pick 2? 4?
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
All right. We have to break it down to 4 out of 15? 4 out of 15? Chris.
Ginkgo.
Damn it. That's too low-hanging fruit, my friend.
I freaking love this one.
It's good.
This
It's just great
one's-
storytelling. It's everything
Yeah.
that appeals to me, right?
Ginkgo.
For all of you that may not have done a challenge before, one of the things is that we don't always pick what is best artist or any of that. We're not treating this like a competition. A lot of it is the storytelling. A lot of it is what jumps out at us for those that when I first see them, for me personally, I call it, and you'll hear a lot about this. We talked about it before. It's the love at first sight mentality as a judge. That the first time I saw this miniature, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a great job.
Okay.
Storytelling. K-Shorties, that's okay.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of models that make me want to look at them further.
Yeah.
So that's what these 14 or 15 represent.
Right.
Chris is stealing the easy ones. I get it.
Let me pick the other one. Let me
Can't
go
pick
back.
just 2, man.
You're going to have to.
You're not the boss of me.
You're going to have to. Fallen Shots. I like this one.
All right.
This one spoke to me.
All right.
I did like Fenwitty's dwarf in the bathtub. That was a close one, but Fallen Shots, I love this.
This was really good. And this one also appears to have been printed on a weird like SLA printer or something because it has a lot of the lining on it, but a great job on covering all
I
that
thought
up
that's
here.
just the texture in the model.
Could
on
be.
the
It could be
cloak.
texture in a resin model, or it could be a printed bust.
Because I don't see that texture anywhere else.
It's hard to tell.
All right. Fallen Shots.
All right.
Ginkgo. All right, Jason, 2. Who is your first pick?
Go through them again.
Honorable mention, too. Kara's model is real. This one
It's
is
amazing.
This
It's
one's
really, really great.
good. Like,
There's too many really, really great ones here.
yeah, this is definitely honorable mention.
There's like, how
Kara,
many
great
entries do we
job.
have? 48? There's 47 honorable
This is
mentions.
one of the second biggest ones that we've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah,
Since
they're
I
all, I mean,
remember.
every month you guys blow our minds. You really get it. So,
Who's your first one?
this one.
Cole?
Kolmgarov. Only because it's it is like I said, sometimes clean is just in relation to what your expectation is, right? You know why we talk about the great clean one model?
Because it's
Because of this.
Yeah.
It's not that it was necessarily anything clean in the way that they painted it. We didn't pick it apart. It's because it was so much different than the expectation of dirt, grime, and Nurgle.
Yep.
And so a fully clean Nurgle model tells a very good story. And that's why this one really grabbed me as soon as you popped it up there. It's not that we don't have shading and weathered tones and the red on the green that give you this sense of used.
Yeah.
It's that the juxtaposition and the bright, clean use of color tells a story much different than my expectation on this one.
Colm,
So
great job.
That's why I'm going to put this one in there.
Okay, and then one more, Jason.
You're going the wrong direction, I think.
No, I'm going the right direction.
Oh, boy, that green cloak is really good. But the rest, yeah. Chad, I hate you. Why do you do so good? Go back. Nope, keep going. All right, keep going forward.
That one's great.
The awkwardish and that one are just great. The storytelling again is great.
Yeah.
I think we picked the storytelling one, right? We picked the blown expectations one. You picked just a great coloring one, right? Oh,
Treebeard did a great job.
yeah, it has to be Treebeard. It has to be because he's gone out of his way to paint something that is like a piece of furniture, not just a miniature, and has done it in a method that shows Treebeard's ability to be an artist beyond miniature art. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The cleanliness of this is unexpected from somebody who paints miniatures all the time.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah, it's a great job.
It's done with having to change your style, having to go outside your normal thing, which is what the challenges are for, is to really step outside your normal zone. And this is the complete epitome of that.
Great job.
Step outside your comfort zone, do something completely different from what you do normally, and pull off the challenge scope here. I just think it has to be, right?
Great job, Treebeard.
Yeah, because understand that this is all done in a way that doesn't provide any texture on the model. Painting over clear is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, making it clean. And this looks like it could have been molded in these plastics as colors and sold at, a store. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Everybody, though, absolutely killed it.
Yes.
I could have given away 15 awards.
Great job, everybody.
Fantastic work.
Fallen Shots, Calm, Treebeard, General Ginkgo. Y'all did a great job.
Yeah, blew my mind this month. When I walked out and earlier today, Chris and Alex were like, I don't think you're going to paint much on stream today because we have 48 entries. And I'm like, oh.
That's
and then I was like, were they all home runs? And Chris was like, they all hit really hard.
Yeah. This one was a very...
Pat yourselves on the back. Great job. I think everybody really understood it. There was not a single mini in here that did not get the point.
Yeah.
Every single miniature got the point.
Yes.
And there really were, other than some needing to punch the highlights higher, I don't think anybody really missed.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody did a great
job.
Yep.
To everybody. Feel really proud about the work that you put in here. And take away, the biggest thing that I can ask that you do every month when we do these challenges, to take away with you what you learned, right, from pushing yourself into a realm you might not have been as comfortable with. Not using washes, not shading the same way, not painting with undertones the way you might. All the things I teach you on a day-to-day basis here are really shared in a world that comes from military scale modeling and making things realistic and more dirty in theaters of war. Even when you want to paint vibrant colors, we still take some of the same desaturated natures into it. And so pushing yourselves to these limits and making things like Space Marines really pop, and really like harken back to when the first models were coming out. We were seeing bright colors and nobody really had a feel for how you paint miniatures. I love it. I think everybody really did a great job. So thank you so much for the participation.
Yeah.
Kudos to everybody. And congrats to the winners. Great fun. Great fun. This one was, right? That's what I was hoping. This is just a really good start to the year. And it's a neat fresh start. Great job with the clean.
We got Army Men.
Next month is Army Men. No holds barred, paint an Army Man. It can be clean, dirty, dead, whatever. I don't care. Go to town. The thing with the Army Men in February is, holy hell, it's Green Army Men.
Yeah.
And they have no detail. And what detail is on there is probably wrong. And you got to make it look right. You got to sell me the Green Army Man and make me understand, like, I want that eye popping, wow, let me look more at this with the Army Men. So go to town. Everybody that did one this month, I want to see one from you doing Army Men next month. I think you guys will kill it. Great stuff. Yeah, the Brother Angel Terminator is the one I'm thinking of with the red and the green base, and all that really hit a home run. Again, all of these are winners. It's hard. Yeah. It really comes down to, it's tough for us because we want to be able to give everybody something on these because everybody does such a great job with them.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody's
fantastic
a winner.
Work.
You won just submitting.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Are we leaving?
I think you
Are
gotta
we
be,
done?
You have to be somewhere.
I have a meeting in an hour. I have to go meet for a dinner meeting.
Oh. With who?
Here's where he asks, with who and where are you going?
Who is this person?
Nobody you know.
Is it Jen?
No,
Oh.
it's a business compatriot.
A business compatriot?
Yeah. We're going to conspire against you.
Where are you going?
See? What I just tell you,
You
Jack.
going to Ajo Al's?
What I just tell you.
You going to Ajo Al's?
We're going to Ajo Al's.
If you go to Ajo Al's,
I have a coupon.
let the record show if Jason goes to Ajo Al's without me, that's just blasphemy.
I took him to fried chicken this week. He did go.
That is the same. That's true.
So I get some brownie points, right?
But Ajo Al's,
So I can go to Ajo Al's without you, right? Once.
I don't know.
Got to think about it?
I don't think you could truly walk into Ajo Al's without me.
So I
and
tell you
feel
what, why
good
don't you think about it
yourself.
overnight, let it simmer, and then let me know how you feel tomorrow after I've gone to Ajo Al's. How
No,
about that?
what I said.
Because then we'll start from that point where you tell me, because I'll have the defense of, well, I didn't know, Chris. I
No.
will definitely not do that again
Here's what I would say.
after having done it last
If you
night.
go to Ajo Al's without me, I bet you walking into that building, you'd be like, this just doesn't feel right without Chris.
I would never go to Ajo Al's without you.
I don't think so, because it's not necessarily your favorite place.
It's not bad, though.
It's not bad. It's good.
It needs a Chris, though.
Needs a Chris.
It needs a Chris.
Shout out to Ajo Al's. We'll tag him.
No free pub for that Chris guy.
No free pub for me. No. Whoa. No. Great job, everybody.
Thank you so much. The adults in the room have a meeting, Chris. Right.
I
the
guess
adults
so.
in the room have to go
Whatever.
do business, Chris.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Great presentation on the monthly challenge. Thank you so much for entering. If you want to be part of the next one, make sure to join our Discord channel. Chris will put the link up in chat where we've got, literally coming in with nearly 7,000 amazing artists in our community doing a great job of sharing, inspiring, helping people out, asking great questions that other people learn from, showing off crazy pet pics, talking about dinner. Games.
What's up, Zambies?
You name it. Zambies, what's going on, girl? Oh,
You just missed
Zambies. Zambies, you got to come hang out with us at Adepticon. Are you going? You said you're not going this year, though, right?
What? Zambies, what are you doing?
I don't think Zambies is going this year.
Make it happen. You got to make this year
Maybe
happen.
that's the thing.
It's a big one.
We're putting her on blast, and I don't think she's going. Maybe she's changed her mind. Have you
no.
changed your mind, Zambies? Scroll down. Has she changed her mind, chat?
I don't know.
Have we convinced her she has to go to
Have we convinced
Adepticon?
Zambies? if
It's
she's
no
going?
longer in her hometown. It's not easy for her to get there.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. I think it was the dig.
It's tough to get to shows.
She does run a family.
That's true.
That's a job.
That is very true.
If Skip, yeah, I know.
Zambies, you'll be missed.
All right. Well, everybody go follow Zambies. We're going to get out of here. Thanks so much for hanging with us. This has been great. Tomorrow we'll be back. What is tomorrow? Thursday?
Monday.
It's Thursday. Thanks. Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll be getting back to the Consumption Beast. Remember, we are giving away a Consumption Beast from Parabellum and Conquest Games. So the big monster that I'm painting on stream, you'll be able to grab yourself one if you're a lucky winner this week. But it is also the year of giveaways.
Yeah.
So every week for the remainder of 52 weeks or whatever weeks are left, 40-some-odd weeks, we're giving away something cool every single week. The entry to the giveaway is static, meaning you can jump in on it anytime you want. You only have to enter once, and you're entered for the entire year.
Yep.
You can only win one of the weekly giveaways during the course of the year, but you can come back and win any of the quarterly or the annual finale giveaway. We might even do a semi-annual giveaway right in the middle of the year. We'll determine that later. But we're going to give away some fat stacks of stuff on the quarterlies and the annual for sure.
Yeah, and
I
also,
literally think that the annual winner is going to get one of everything we make.
it might be a big.
I think
one.
that's what it is.
It's the.
You're
the
just going to get a
ultra
truck
giveaway.
show up and dump crap in your house. So I'm here to tell you that the annual winner, the final giveaway of the year, will be one of everything Monument makes by the end of the year.
Whoa. That's a lot by the end of the year. Hey, and also, just to segue off of what Jason said, this week I added an additional way to get more entries. If you click on that link right now,
Wait. Are you making it easier to win?
I'm making it easier. Parabellum was nice enough to send us the Consumption Beast, and it's going to send you guys the Consumption Beast. So if you go follow them, you get additional entries. That's it. Shout out to them.
Cheaters.
And Jason's literally drowning in Conquest models. So
I have Star Wars and Conquest out my wazoo.
Anyway, make
if
sure.
I never paint anything other than Star Wars Legion and Conquest, I'll be surprised.
And also, just so you know, click that link. Even if
here.
you've submitted, right, you're gonna get an actual pop-up. You'll see the additional things that I added today to get additional entries. So make sure you click that link, and you're good to go.
Spatsnat, the annual winner will get one color of bag of krill. Yes, you heard me say it.
A bag of krill?
There are still Conquest models in the trunk of my car. Yes.
We got to take those out of your car. What are you doing? Put them up here. Put them on the pile.
I took the resin ones out so they wouldn't melt, but the rest are still in my car.
Put them on the pile.
Okay. I'll do it.
All right.
Says November 627 says 2 of the new links are busted, Instagram and X.
Uh-oh.
Chris
I'll
will fix
check
it.
We'll
He's
have
checking
it
back.
fixed.
He'll check it.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it right now, but he'll check it.
I'll check it.
Thanks
you,
for
November.
Loading it, but make sure to get your entry in for that. Make sure to tune in. Check out monumenthobbies.com for all your painting needs, as well as monumenthobbies.eu. Remember, we have an EU office now where we are overseas delivering our wares to all of our wonderful EU community members. So much thanks to all your support over the years. Stick around. Chris, you're going to find us somebody to rate.
I will.
We don't know who that somebody is, but it's going to carry you on with some more great hobby goodness into your evening, and we will catch you back here tomorrow. Thanks, gang. We're out of here.